None of the attacks that they deployed against you worked. You point one. When they went to that person to put a love spell on you, you had some bad days, some lonely days and some dark nights, but you made it through. You point one. All the prayers against your health. You should be ill by now and fragile, but you made it through. You point one. When they prayed against your finances, when they shut doors on you, stopped you from getting jobs, or caused some disturbance or disruptance to happen in your life, you kept pushing because the Most High, some kind of way, provided for you. You made it through because you point one. All the attacks that the enemy brung against you would have destroyed 99.9% of the people, but you made it through because you are a point one.
Coffee time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.
Man, what an intro.
And Zerk fell off, man.
Yeah, Zerk fell off.
Oh.
There he is. There he is.
He's coming back. Yo.
Get him up.
Man, I thought I was going to be the one that was getting rugged. Right now, I'm on Elon Wi-Fi.
Oh, nice.
Starlink.
Bro. Welcome aboard, one. Welcome to Coffee Time, live community chat. We talk crypto, we talk XRP, we talk red pill, we talk whatever we want, and you can join too. We got a special guest today. We got Dagnum PI, hence the intro video for Magnum PI. Hell yeah. Welcome aboard, brother.
We got
It's
our sidekick, Dagnum
Bro.
PI, on deck.
Yeah.
Bro. So Dagnum PI, if you guys don't know, he's on Twitter, and we'll throw all the socials down in the chat and everything, but this is your DAG Constellation connoisseur, bro. We know what's up. Nerdy knows what's up. We got Buster on deck. We got Zerk on deck. We got Dagnum on deck. Let's go, dude. Let's fucking go. Boom.
Let's fucking
Nerdy.
go.
I like Dags.
Yeah. So welcome aboard. We talk about whatever the fuck we want, dude. And DAG Constellation is an up and coming and has been around for a long time. I'm wondering, Dagnum, can you throw down like the basics? If no, like let's say some of the audience doesn't really know what a DAG is or what DAG is or Constellation or all the other subsidiary coins or the ecosystem. If you want to go ahead and throw down the spiel, that'd be great, bro. Please.
Yeah, I mean, I guess to sum it all up, the easiest way to explain it is Constellation is an infrastructure as a service. And so it allows the ability for anybody to build their own blockchain network. So like you're putting businesses on blockchain. And you can create these subnets called metagraphs that are all independent layer one infrastructures. I mean, that's basically the TLDR. How I found Constellation was actually years ago at work. We were talking about some investments, and I was telling everybody before Palantir IPO'd, you know, I was like, look, this shit is gonna fucking blow up, Like, forget the noise that you hear about all the crazies and you know, like all the crazy conspiratorial shit, you know, about how Palantir was you know, helping round up illegals, like all that stupid shit. It's game-changing technology because it introduced automation and AI and data. And I was like, look, this shit's going to be big. And I think Palantir was around $9 at the time. And the rest is history. But anyway, somebody at work was like, man, if you like Palantir for all of those reasons, you should check out this company called Constellation. And I was blown away. I was like, man, this is some crazy shit.
Bro, so there's a big ass boogeyman behind Palantir, like that shit, like being Skynet and it fucking surveilling our buttholes in the middle of the night for the rest of our lives. Like what the fuck is that? Can you at least dispel some of that? Like, what does the next like 3 to 5 to 10 years look like with this Palantir implementation? Because everybody and their mom is boogeymanning fucking Peter Thiel. Like, what's that about? Sorry.
Yeah, so I think what Palantir essentially does is it just allows companies to easily automate workflows, right? And so if you have any anomalies or disruptions in your systems, like it'll flag it like right away. And so like, how does that look? Like if we have another major supply chain issue, you know, right now everybody's talking about tariffs and you know, cars, like Volkswagen just got shellacked by China, right? And so like what does a business do? And so like Palantir can instantly automate the process. It'll know exactly how it's going to play out, and it'll say, look, you need to shift over X amount of your business over to these distributors to augment what's going to happen with China. It's just predictive outcomes. They ran some tests. What was it last year or the year before that, about the outcomes of like a football game, and you know, I think it accurately predicted the score before the game even started, right? Because it has data on not only every player in the game, it has all of the data from every game that's ever been played. It knows the coaches. It knows the coaches' moves under certain scenarios, right? And so it's just analyzes all the data and it gives you a result.
Okay, so that's where the people are getting the boogeyman effect, is that it's predictive capabilities. You know what I mean? That is scary as shit though, because it's like pre-crime. It's like fucking Minority Report pre-crime. You're arrested because we believe your probability of committing a crime is a high enough percentage to fucking arrest your ass. Like that's where it comes from. Okay.
Yeah, and so like all of that stuff, like maybe, you know, I guess like if it's in the wrong hands, could be bad, right? But then that's why you put in rules and regulations. But then on the flip side, you can go ham on regulation, and that just stifles innovation, which is what we had, you know, in the previous however many years. You know, when the rules are too strict, you can't innovate. You don't have the freedom and flexibility. Yeah,
exactly,
bro. Razor 2411 says we need some Airwolf intro too. Let's go, dude.
I just want to highlight something. So I've been reading this book about algorithms, and it explains about different models and stuff like that. What Palantir does and how they work is, and how their model works. Basically, it's it's a neural network, right? And a neural network learns from itself. So you have these things called neurons. Neurons have these things called weights, and how it works is basically so people have to understand that AI, just language model, machine learning, or neural networks of different kinds, they don't know anything. They go purely based off data, and it's just a guessing game. Just like you give your child like a bunch of candy or toys and tell them to sort it out, they'll figure it out themselves. They'll create their own categories, put it out, and then they'll develop their own algorithm. it's kind of the same thing with machines. Machines don't really know anything, right? Computers are technically stupid, but what it does need is a bunch of data. The more data that you have, the better the model gets. And depending on what algorithm, so there's this things with algorithms that's called stacking. What stacking is that you can get different kinds of algorithms, stack them together, and create like this whole model where it's like, you know, it can be human-like intelligence, but what it is just, it's math at the end of the day. They've taken all these different categories, created these weights, created a mechanism where, you know, machines know this is right, this is like Boolean, exactly. This is right, this is wrong. And then with that data, they use it again to retrain it. And this is why you're a product of Google. Anything that Google that you use, it's technically free, but they're just data harvesting you, training their models so their models become more predictive. But,
right. So this shit's been going on for fucking ever,
for ages.
Underneath the noses of
ages.
the public.
For ages.
No, it's been going. So like getting back to like Palantir, and so just the public is aware of all this stuff, but Palantir as a company formed in like 2001. So I mean, there's been AI for decades. Yeah. It's just the normies are just now becoming aware of it, and they've used AI in the military for you know, since the early 2000s. They used it on like target acquisition, all that stuff. I mean, you can find all this stuff by just Googling it or whatever. But like AI is not like this new thing.
We're 12 minutes in,
bro.
Marcus G. How many dag is enough? I told you. I told you it's coming, Dagnum PI.
Talk about what's the requirement for like a node and stuff like that. Talk about that, please. You know?
Yeah. So to run a validator node on the network, you need 250,000 DAG as collateral. And what the rewards look like for that is about, I think it's around 6,000 DAG a day, but then you can also have delegated staking on top of that. So then you can have other holders that either don't have a node or don't have enough collateral to run a node could stake their DAG for APY and stick it on your node. I could let me.
So 250,000. That's like $4 grand, something like that. Five.
Oh, I can tell you exactly how much it is. Hold on.
Run it.
It's like 4,200 bucks.
Yeah.
Oh no, probably a little more.
Hold on.
Yeah. Now, if you look at if I can share my screen.
There you go, brother.
Yeah. So like this is the Explorer right there. So you can go to delegated staking, and so this has an overview of all the nodes right now. So here's my node, right? So like right now, there's around 108 million total DAG staked just on my node, right? And metagraphs themselves, like those different layer 1 networks, you can delegate to networks too. Like there's Door, there's Upsider. We can get into Upsider. This thing is absolutely crazy. And so what does that look like? So with the additional of the delegated rewards, because I'll make like 5% of that.
Mm-hmm.
I think last time I did the math, it's like I'm getting around 80,000 DAG a month. But
wow. Nice.
But as a committed steward of the ecosystem, like I'm not keeping any part of that. I set up this group called the DAG Nation. So like back in August, I used the rewards from that, and I paid for this event. And so the whole event cost like, I think like $5 grand or something like that. And that came from the community. So it was like a community funded event. The other things that you could do is like the Upsider, getting back to the Upsider real quick. So like he's taking the delegated rewards that people use to stake, and he's giving that back to anybody that stakes, and you receive like free airdrops of Up.
Nice.
Yeah.
So what is Up? Can you talk about that?
Yeah. So Up, I'll share this tab. So Up is the Upsider AI. And actually, this thing came about as kind of an accident. Somebody doxed the address of the developer that was doing this. So the developer that's doing this guy's name is Joao. He's the head of product for Constellation, and he was just testing out virtuals, making out these agents on the virtuals platform, just to kind of like see what it was like. And somebody found his address and somehow figured out that it was Joao from Constellation, and then he leaked it. And then so everyone was like, oh man, what the hell? So then he decided, oh shit, well, now I kind of have to do something with this, even though it wasn't supposed to be like a serious thing. And then he turned this into like this this bot that initially was rewarding people for just content. Like if you engaged with the Upsider agent on X, you would receive some tokens. It's on Base right now also, so it lives on two networks. It's on Base and it's on Constellation, and it's evolved since the very beginning. Right now, there's a lot of things that you can do with it. Like you can, on X, you can tag any post and you can save it. So like, here we go. So this was a save by me. So like right now, this is saved on chain like forever. And if somebody deletes it, there's proof on chain that it actually happened. And funny enough, this actually happened last night. Crypto Bitlord just was asking about the agentic AI stuff, and he made a post. He made a quote post, and then about 20 minutes later, he deleted it. And so we can actually find it here. We saved it, and so it works, right? I mean, this is proof that this kind of shit works.
Damn, it's better than a screenshot.
Oh yeah, it's never going anywhere. It's on chain.
Well, the problem with screenshots, right, is like it can be faked. I mean, how do you know that somebody didn't alter that? But like here, this is proof. There's a digital proof. There's a hash that this thing actually happened. So like all these posts right here will live on chain forever. And then here's the deleted post from Crypto Bitlord, right? So he initially said, "Tech Bros up," and then he deleted it.
So for those people that don't know, Crypto Bitlord, that's a large account on Twitter, right?
Yeah, he's a massive account. So we can switch here,
and he's shilling up, and then he deleted it. So like that fucking says some shit right there.
Okay.
Yeah, well, his retweet is, so here it is. So this is still up, this retweet. So Constellation replied to the comment. So this was the genesis of the whole conversation. So Crypto Bitlord was actually looking for some memes around AI and the payment stuff. I guess we can get into like what this X402 is. But I dropped in. I said, man, you should check out Upsider, because it was actually doing this stuff before this X402 stuff became popularized. And then he quote tweeted this post with the with what I was showing you that got deleted, right?
Okay.
What's X402? What is that? Is that like its predecessor or its successor, X402?
Yeah, it's just an automated payment rails for AI. So it will allow people to make payments with AI systems.
Okay, so
right?
Up is a ticker, right? It's a coin. Is that available on Constellation Network, or what is that?
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah, it's available on Constellation, and it's available on Base, because it lives on two different chains, right? So we can share this. So here is the Constellation version of the token. Here's UP. The ticker is UP. Right now, it's doing pretty good. There's this is the total volume on just the Constellation side. But then if you go over, we can go to share this tab instead. We'll go to
So
UP.
that's a double zeros token. So double zeros, deep red.
Yeah.
The upside or
Yeah.
AI.
So here's the base version, right? And it has the contract address here. So it lives in two different networks. But if you bring you can bring your base tokens over through the bridge. There's a bridge that'll swap, or not really. Yeah, it'll bridge over the base version of the UP token to the Constellation L0 portion.
So then essentially it's the same token though, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It is the same token.
Yeah.
It's a mirror. It's a 1-to-1.
Yeah.
Okay, so somebody with like a cold wallet like Decent, that where Nerdy, if you guys didn't know, Nerdy is the main man who made Homeboy in Korea throw DAG on the Decent wallet. So Nerdy is solely responsible. Yeah, Nerdy's solely responsible for that. He's the one that made him put DAG on it. We had an interview with him months ago.
On Extra Bullish on Baggy's channel. The Decent
XRP bags.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my what I'm saying is you could throw Constellation on your Decent, and as soon as you have that chain on Decent with that native asset, you could essentially throw the UP token underneath that on Decent, right?
Maybe.
Yeah.
You'd have to try it out.
Okay.
No. It lives. Yeah, you can put UP on Decent. You can have both versions of it on Decent.
Okay.
That's exactly.
That'd be the easiest way.
As far as I'm concerned, fuck base. I'd rather have the native chain.
All right, real quick. So, Decent Wallet is the only hardware wallet in existence today that supports Constellation Network. There's no other wallet that does that. Not Ledger, not anyone else. They do.
You're talking about cold wallet versus hot, right?
Cold wallet versions. Like the other place that you would have to hold your DAG is on a wallet called Stargazer. Stargazer is basically the native wallet for the whole ecosystem. Now, going back to, if you can pull up the screen, Dagum, of the
which one
of the available things that that Constellation offers, like has the door and all those things.
The
first screen.
Okay, hold on. Yeah. Let me go back to share screen.
There's something very important that we should talk about Constellation. So when you have, as we move into this machine economy era, and we have a bunch of okay, stop it. I really want to talk about what really got me attracted to Constellation Network is the door module. So what the door module does is you can literally have it's like a sensor that you can have on your business or at your home or whatever, and it counts how many people have come in and come out, and it records that data and it pays you for it. So so the great thing about Constellation Network, as we have these models, accumulating data to make their own models better and predictive, Dora, for example, literally pays you for that, which is amazing. So it's like an incentive. So right now, when you try to use ChatGPT or Perplexity or anything, you have to pay for a subscription service. But Dora, for example, will literally pay you. So it says, meet the first world's thermal sensing, battery operated people counter. Grow your retail business by understanding your in-store traffic, peak hours, conversion rates, and marketing effectiveness. So basically, you can use this to check the traffic of your business and have that kind of data, because you usually don't have that kind of data. You would have to, you have your surveillance system that watches people come in and out, but you don't really have real data. That's why Constellation Network and Door, for example, this in particular, is really, really good. Now, going back to UP unlocks a lot of things that people don't really understand. So when you're watching your sci-fi movies, your futuristic, movies like IRL or whatever, and they're talking, they have glasses and they say, hey, send this person X amount of dollars. UP allows you to do that. So any kind of future endeavors any kind of future things that you see that in movies, it's already available with Constellation Network. Now, the cool thing about Constellation Network is how it grows data. It grows data naturally. So it's a graph, right? But at the same time, it can handle massive amount of data at once, and it continues. And the way how it learns and it branches is absolutely beautiful. And this is why, Dag, I want you to highlight this and talk about this part, is why our military uses Constellation Network and has partnership with Constellation Network. In particular, Iron Spider. So Iron Spider, people hear about Trump talking about the Iron Dome and how we're gonna have an Iron Dome. It's gonna protect us against different entities. Well, guess what they're using? They're most likely probably using Constellation Network, and Dag to do that with the Iron Spider project. Go ahead.
You're a fucking Iron Spider.
Take it away.
Yeah. So they in 2019 they went after a grant and a specific use case to show, and basically what it was to privatize data. And so there's this branch in the military called U.S. Transcom. So they're the logistics arm for the entire military, and there's a subsect of U.S. Transcom called the Civil Reserve Air Fleet. And for those people that aren't aware, the Civil Reserve Air Fleet is made up of commercial airline partners. So we're talking about Delta, United, American, Alaskan, even FedEx. And so what happens is, to augment operations, like if they needed to move troops or supplies like really quickly, they can call up these civil reserves and help do stuff. But what has happened in the past is this data has been leaked, and so some people have died because the information got leaked out, and so the military was wanting a way, if anybody could do it, to have this like data exchange to where these different partners could bid on contracts. And Constellation said, yeah, we could do that, no problem.
Damn, that's beautiful.
Yeah, Constellation is secured. People are worried about a bunch of quantum and all that stuff. It's not happening with Constellation Network.
What about this one, Jose Lozano? My base wallet is still giving me either no balance or incorrect balance on my DAG. It says DAG is currently 0.002. Do you guys know of any fixes for this?
Because Armstrong's a fucking jack off that stole all the songbird. That's why.
Yeah, make sure you have the correct contract address. They just moved over to a different wallet for the base stuff. I think if you look at their account, there's a pinned post. So just make sure you have the correct contract for the base. For the base stuff.
We got, so the second half of this fucking show, or like the majority of the show, is us dropping the baby gates, and we essentially let everybody on. So Dagnum, we're about to get some friends on here. We're gonna have a fun time today. You cool with that?
Yeah, let's do it.
One thing I want to highlight with Up and Insider that I found just amazing is that it creates you a wallet with your Twitter handle, which is with your X handle, which is wild, right? Like there's nothing that really like exists like that today, where if you wanted to get involved into a network, there's this learning curve for every single network, XRP included, where you have to understand what wallets to have, how do I get my seed phrase, how do I write it down, so on and so forth. But literally with Up in the Up Insider, you can just link your X account, and then boom, you have a wallet, and you can send people money just by tagging their name and say, hey, Up, send this person X amount of DAG or X amount of tokens, and then boom, they get it right into their wallet, which is amazing.
Yeah, it just creates it.
Well, Chenzo, real quick, also to become a node operator since several months ago or last year, one needs to apply to the Integration Net Node Operator Program, and the queue is 756 people waiting.
Yeah, so I get this all the time, right? But the other thing that people also need to realize is circling back to what I was just telling you. So this is like a network of networks, right? So Upsider is a metagraph. It's its own layer 1 network. It's an AI. I think it's the only AI to my knowledge that has its own layer 1 infrastructure, right? And he's going to open up nodes for just that network. So you'll be able to run a node on the Upsider. And you've got this screen here. So this is coming up here pretty soon, these premium features. But going back to what he was talking about, yeah, so these are wallet addresses. So anytime you tag somebody and you send them up tokens or DAG tokens, if they don't already have an address, it creates an address for you. And here I'll open up my account. So this is essentially like what it looks like, right? So it creates this wallet address, and then here's the wallet balances. So like on this, it's basically like a tip thing. So it's not, you wouldn't want to store your entire crypto fortune on this thing. It's more so for fun, right? It's a tipping agent.
We got Chenzo on deck. Welcome aboard, sir. What's up?
What's up, guys? Yeah, I'm really interested in this chat because I got into DAG while Nerdy was on vacay, and I moved forward I tried to become a node, and so I joined the Discord group, and then I got into the queue ultimately on Lattice, I think it's called.
Yeah.
Lattice, and I'm like number 700 and something out of 756 people waiting to become a node. So I'm kind of wondering when the floodgate, or when they're going to allow more node operators.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, there's outside of just the DAG and the hypergraph, there's opportunities to be validators on each and every one of these metagraphs, like Door. We were talking about Door earlier. So you can run a node on Door if you have the collateral. And so like getting back to like what I was talking about, the delegated rewards and like what you could do. So with those delegated rewards that I've been getting, it gave me the idea to use those funds to scoop up, like while everything was at rock bottom prices, I was like, well, fuck, dude, I have enough here that I can actually get Door collateral and then run a node. So then I'll have a DAG node, give the income from that back to the community. But then also I've got enough that I can get a Door node, and then I can collect the rewards for the Door node. And what's funny is because there's less people validating on the Door infrastructure, your rewards are actually higher running a Door node than a DAG node currently.
Nice.
Damn.
That's very interesting.
We got Bijan Bain on deck. What's up, Bijan? Welcome aboard.
What's good?
Sean Bain, what up? Chilling.
Yeah,
Dagnum PI, you're a big dick on Twitter, dude.
Yeah.
Go add
Yeah,
Dagnum _PI.
You got
Uncle
a
Buster's following you, sir.
Yep.
So even though there's a waiting list, what's the process? Do you have to be a computer genius just to set up a node, or is it pretty easy? Because I'm definitely interested.
Yeah, so that's I can share. Let me go to the GitHub while we're talking. So this is actually something that is being worked on, like making it a lot easier to streamline. Here we can share this tab instead. So here, this is the GitHub repo for Constellation Network. And I don't think anybody has pointed this out, even though this is publicly available. Anybody could have looked at this and pointed this out. And I'm surprised nobody actually looked here. But here, this node pilot. So this came up about maybe a month ago. And so they're essentially trying to make the process of setting up and running a node like way easier. Like just like a 1 or 2 click deployment, essentially.
Nice. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
I want to go back to
And then what's the
sorry
benefits of somebody staking through your node? Like what would they get if they attach on your node and stake?
Okay. Yeah, here. I can pull it up. I mean, I don't care. I'll pull up the DAG Nation wallet. Since, you know, I've publicly posted about this a lot.
Bro, if you can throw that shit in the comments, or somebody throw that shit in the comments, all the DAG Nation link and your Twitter, Dagnum, like all that shit.
All right, so here's going back to the Explorer. So like somebody that doesn't have a node, right, and you want to stake and earn rewards. What you would do is, you see right here where it says connect wallet. You would just connect your wallet. Yeah. So you connect your wallet, and then you can go to any one of these people. See, I've got staked. So I've got 100,000 DAG total DAG staked onto my own node. But the reason why I was doing that is because I told everybody that 100% of the delegated fees I was going to give right back to the community. So what does that look like? If you were just like somebody, right? You can see, you know, I've already earned 6,000 DAG just from staking, and you know, it's just 100,000. So the APR is actually pretty good. It's, you know, it's 14%. And so that's sort of like what it looks like.
That's awesome.
I'm delegating to your node, Dagnum. I just realized right now.
It doesn't fucking matter, dude. Just everybody who does this shit, just do general Dagnum's fucking node. Do it. Run it. Let's go.
It's a win-win for everybody, right? Because like you're earning stuff, and then the like I said, the funds that I'm getting, I'm just giving right back to the community. In August, like I said, we had that big event in Denver. I think it was like $5,000 or something like that it cost, but it was all community funded, which is pretty dope, right?
Denver, was that big ass like flaming satanic blue horse at that event or what?
No.
if you know, you know.
Yeah, if you know, you know. No, man.
Was it at the airport? Was it underground underneath the airport? Did you guys have a?
Oh man, dude, there's all kinds of crazy lore about the DIA airport. Like they built it on an Indian burial ground, and that was one of the reasons why it was so fucked up for so many years. Like
underground cities.
Yeah, so I lived in Denver. I was going to college at the time when they were doing the construction, and I remember when they first opened up. So the automated bag system that they had was just like eating up people's bags, right? It was crazy. The whole thing was sort of fucked up right from the beginning. There was a contractor who duped the city out of like, I don't even know how many bazillions of dollars, because he spec'd in for X amount of concrete, and instead of pouring that amount, he like halved it, and so he pocketed the rest, right? So instead of making the runway like whatever was supposed to be like 10 feet thick, he made it 5 feet thick. And that, I mean,
talk about economic obsolescence. What a fuck. Horrible.
Right. Real quick, I just want to highlight something before, because I want to talk about PacaSwap too, because PACA's massive as well.
Bro, they were asking about that in the chat, dude.
With
Crypto G, shout out, was asking.
Oh, nice.
Shit, OG was.
DTLT's in the house. Nice. So with
hop on, motherfuckers. We're like 40 minutes in. You've had several links. Jump on. Let's go.
So with one thing that's really cool about the Insider, I know we keep talking about it, but imagine having, like, we're talking about this yesterday. Imagine having your, like, I know Samsung does it. So you have your Samsung glasses, your wearables, okay? You're wearing your wearables and you're saying, hey, Bixby, use Up AI to send X amount of person X dollars, right? boom, it's done instantly. Think about the applications for that. That's massive. That's absolutely massive. Now, going into Paca and Paca Swap and the Paca Dex and all that, can you elaborate more about that and how to use it, how to stake your stuff, and how to swap tokens and all those things? Can you talk more about the platform?
Yeah, so if you go back to my screen, I've got Paca Swap open. So Paca Swap is the native DEX on Constellation Network. And so it'll allow you to essentially swap between different networks. Now, what's going on here, I don't think a lot of people actually appreciate here. So here's all the current tokens that are live. You've got Swap, which is the DEX, right? But the DEX itself is its own layer 1 infrastructure. It's its own chain, right? It's a completely separate chain. It's a completely separate network than UP or DAG or door Door. And so you're having true cross-chain swaps, right? So you're having two completely different crypto networks swapping value within each other. And this opens the door actually to like crazy possibilities. You can have AI like trading with different AIs. Like that's where we're going with all this.
When people don't, I don't think people know or they don't know, is that Constellation Network and Quant Network were actually working together. Now, the cool thing about these two networks is exactly what Dagama highlighted, is that on Constellation Network, it's a layer 0. So each and every one of these are its own separate chain. And then you combine that with Quant's network, which is basically an oracle, and combines a bunch of different chains together. So you basically have this whole back-end system of interoperability between chains, networks, and layer 1s. Think about that. That's massive. That's massive. And all go ahead. Each and every one of these. So these are all the metagraphs or all the different layer 1 networks that are on right now. And it does open up like a lot of possibilities. Getting back to like the IoT stuff, like one thing that people have completely slept on is Toughbook, right? Yep.
So Panasonic has a layer 1 blockchain running on Constellation's network. And let me
bro, Panasonic literally makes all fucking batteries on Earth.
Right.
That
and so
yeah.
Right. And so what they're doing honestly with this is this layer 1 infrastructure is actually part of Panasonic's Cirrus platform, their cloud mobility infrastructure. And what does that look like? Like right now, these are all the people, these are all the stakeholders that are on it right now. And as part of the first initial part of this, what Panasonic is doing with Constellation is they're validating data from firefighters, police cars, and ambulances. And so there's these Toughbooks that are in each and every one of those, and it's validating in real time data from these devices, right? And so like why would you do that? Well, like one particular use case that you could think of is it cuts litigation costs, right? So whenever somebody calls 911, it triggers an event from public safety, right? So whenever anybody calls 911, the ambulance department gets involved, the police department gets involved, and the fire department gets involved. And then you run lights and sirens to the event. And what happens sometimes is even though they're legally in the right of way to go across an intersection that's maybe a red light, because what are you supposed to do when you hear lights and sirens? You're supposed to pull over and stop. But a lot of times people don't. And so they'll get involved in accidents. Mm-hmm. And then just think about how much money that ties up in legal liability stuff, right? So it's like, oh wow, I just got T-boned by the San Francisco fire department. Like I'm going to be a millionaire. But then what ends up happening is after months and months and months of going through all this stuff, it figured out, oh, you actually never pulled over. But now with digital evidence, you have immutable proof like right away, because they're recording the entire process. So the moment that somebody called 911, let's just say it was like at 11 o'clock, there's a timestamp of that. Then this thing can track the movement of the device the entire time. So it's taking timestamps, putting it on blockchain the entire way. So you have geolocation every step of the way. Here's where the fire truck was at 11:01. Here's where it was at 11:05. And then when the accident happened at 11:11, right? We have immutable proof that the lights and sirens and all that stuff were on.
Bro, what happened at 11:11 was fucking coffee time. That's what happened. Sorry.
Right up. Yeah, keep going, because this is
yeah. And so this is what it looks like. So this is their cloud infrastructure, and it has all these connected devices, right? And so you're recording data from all of this stuff.
What if the other car that claimed they got T-boned by the fire engine was like a hoopty with a carburetor and it wasn't trackable? What's that about? Is it satellite tracked, or what are we looking at here, bro?
Can we put this in a time machine?
They know where the fire engine is, but they don't know where that fucking hoopty is.
But they know the precise moment of impact, right? So the accident happened at this precise location at this precise time, right? And you can prove on chain with evidence that the fire truck had its lights and sirens on. And not only did it have its lights and sirens on, but it actually had the lights and sirens on for like 5 minutes, right? So it's not it's not like somebody just turned it on, because you've seen that. I mean, I've seen it. I'm sure everybody has seen it. Like cops, like they don't want to wait for a red light, they'll whoop whoop, and then they'll go right through, and then they'll turn it off, and it's like, bro, get out of here.
Yeah. If every vehicle had this, Nerdy's incident would have never occurred.
Right,
bro. Well, you imagine that hoopty. Like, I gotta backtrack a little bit, because that fucking hoopty has a fucking Obama phone inside of it somewhere. You know what I mean? They got to get their DoorDash or their fucking their weed plug or some shit. You know what I mean? If that hoopty's trying to hit that fucking fire engine for a paycheck, they got to have some sort of phone in there, and that phone could get tracked and probably has some sort of DAG connected fucking app in it. So even that's probably trackable too, unknowingly.
Yeah, but I mean, this just
let's go.
It facilitates real-time communication, and you have immutable proof of all of that stuff that's happening, right? And then it opens up the door to a lot more stuff. Like we were talking about AI. Nerdy was talking about AI and all of the data. Well, right now, if you're actually following those topics, like one of the things is the trustworthiness of the application of the AI. Like, can it be trusted? How do you know it's trusted? Where was the model data based from, right? Because it's not really the amount of data that you feed into the systems, it's the quality of the data. If you just pump in shit data, you're going to get a shit model. And so how do you know it's trusted, right? Mm-hmm. And so with this, you can have like a trust score attached to it. Like, this is something that they have proven at scale that they can do, and they've already done this with the Department of Defense. So they can label and give trust scores like in real time to stuff.
Yeah, and that's where I was going back. We're talking about how language models work. These are called weights, and the goal is to create a low bias. A low bias means that a low bias, low variable means that it's more true than it is false. And you can get rewarded for that. Real quick, I want to highlight before Dan goes any further is
run it.
Panasonic. He's talking about the tough books. Panasonic is working with Oracle And Oracle, they said, we wanted our customers serve agents to be able to simultaneously respond to inquiries and immediately resolve issues. To do that, they need a comprehensive reporting mechanism with an interface that was easy to use. Oracle Service with Oracle Digital Assistant was the best option for us. This ties into exactly what Dan was talking about with this EV to EV alert system, which ties into a vehicle to everything, which is V2X, and that ties into this whole machine economy and how everything works. Take it away, Dan.
Bro, and motherfuck Ellison, he fucking owns TikTok now. Like, everything's connected.
Yeah, this is this is really
everything.
Massive. Yeah, this is really massive. While Dan sips his coffee, I want to talk about this real quick. Is that this is directly from Constellation, Quant Network and Constellation Network technical integration overview. And it talks right here about a quick overview.
You guys are saucy as fuck today,
bro.
Damn,
a lot of people don't understand like the machine economy.
Out.
Yeah. It's wild. So it says the Quant Network and Constellation Network integration will enable companies to build cross-platform, interoperable big agents, Internet of Things, and AI production, sandbox test environment and test environments. This integration will be powered by Constellation Network's Hypergraph and Quant's Overledger interoperability capabilities with 11 permissioned and permissionless blockchains, networks, and protocols. The interconnectivity of the two technologies power possibilities of opening large data sets by Hypergraph to access new users, clients, and networks through Overledger. To begin, Constellation will create a hylomorphism and recursive geometric reference to data and interconnect them with any blockchain through Overledger network. So Overledger is the Oracle, and then Constellation Network is the layer 1.
But nerdy, which one's the one? Which coin is gonna win the
most?
most?
All of them. All of these are gonna work. They're all gonna work together. Yeah.
I mean, dude, there's not gonna be like one chain to like
you rule them all. It's not how any of this works, like at all.
A lot of people, a lot of people in crypto. A lot of people in crypto are like, but.
No, those people are retarded. Those people are 100% retarded in their shills.
There's gonna be a few networks though that's gonna run it all. That's where like even if we went to even like everyone's like one world currency and all that, it could be the one world network though, and they could show you all these currencies. But
well, if
Overledger, Interledger. How many other ledgers are going to be up there with Overledger and Interledger?
They're all.
But that network, that fucking one world network, that one world network is like 5 all smooshed together. You know what I mean? Like
but there's not going to be like one network that's going to do everything, because there's a specialized use cases, right? Like we were just talking about, like the vehicle to vehicle stuff, right? So like. With something like that, like secure data transmission, the ability to ingest data from any API source, right? Not every network is capable of doing that, right? And that was actually one of the ways that these guys won the contract with the Department of Defense, because one of the requirements was it had to work with existing systems. So the Department of War, right? They have
Department
all of these
War.
So they have all these like old antiquated systems that work, right? I mean, they just fucking work, and they're not going to upgrade to some new shit that who knows if it works or not, right? And so it has to work with existing systems. And so not every blockchain network is set up that way, right? But if you were going to do something else, like let's just say like a payment system, right? Well, then maybe XRP is better for that, right? Because that's a specialized, that's a specialized network that handles like some sort of like niche, specific use case.
Exactly.
Bishop, you might be on Nerdy's YouTube.
Yeah, come on to Busters for the thing, but I'll give you a wrench on mine.
Dagnum, a lot of people don't see, like, because even we've discussed it on the show, like everything being built is going to solve all the problems that exist, right? So even if people even if they're not in this initial phase, they're not done, because a whole realm's going to spin off of what they're building right now.
Exactly.
There's so much crazy shit going on right now. It's like people aren't even paying attention, or how all of this stuff is going to factor in, right? Like the machine-to-machine communications, the automations, right? So if you're looking on X, I mean, maybe it's just my feed, right? So like everyone's talking about Apple and possibility of working with Starlink and the satellites and all that stuff. And so that's going to open up the door to like more connected mobility stuff. Like space itself is such a massive opportunity right now. So getting back to the Department of War, they actually shifted. So this is all stuff that I've been following like forever. So there is more money now being spent in space to like secure space assets than like people are actually really aware of. And blockchain is absolutely going to be part of that.
Bro, what if there's a firmament? What if space is fake and gay? What about that, bro? Like, is it all but like one big ass slush fund like NASA or what? Like, what are we looking at here, bro? Can you even get up there? Like, come on.
To highlight Starlink. So Starlink is working directly right now with T-Mobile, and on my iPhone, because I have T-Mobile service, I have options for using satellite. So if I run out of connectivity, if I go into a dead zone and I want to send a text message, which is emergency, whatever, it will literally connect to Starlink to make sure that that's possible.
Yeah, and so getting into that stuff, so I'm always looking for like opportunities and following like emerging markets. So like when Starlink was first starting to be a thing, right, I was already looking for alternatives. And so one of the alternatives that I invested in is this company called AST Space Mobile.
Oh, I love them. I love them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I actually invested in AST Space Mobile when they were a SPAC. I don't know if you guys know how all of that stuff worked out, but I was like, look,
they're
man,
fucking, dude, the chat, they're fucking retarded sometimes. So just talk to them like they're 3. And then and then if they're offended, they'll just tell us to fuck off. Like, dude, go ahead, bro. What is a SPAC?
Yeah, so I mean, to get listed on the stock exchange, there's like 2 different ways that you can do it. You can do it the traditional way, where you have a bunch of funds and you launch, or you can do it through this thing called the Special Acquisition Purpose Vehicle. And it's like a shell company that raises up a bunch of capital, and then once they have that, then they launch into the publicly traded company.
Bro, I'm gonna double down. The chat's extra fucking stupid and retarded today because they won't join the show. Come on, bitches, bitches and pussies. Let's go.
So AST Space Mobile, what's great about them versus Starlink is they're in a lower geosynchronous orbit than Starlink is. And so actually right now, today, AST Space Mobile is the only satellite provider that can do direct to cell phone like 5G connection to any existing smartphone. No upgrades or anything. And so like with Starlink and T-Mobile and all that stuff, it's just text messages. Yeah. But with AST Space Mobile, we're talking like if I was on AST Space Mobile, I could be doing this live stream with you guys from them, which is nuts.
I think that they announced a partnership with either, I think it was T-Mobile, with AT&T or Verizon. I can't remember which one with carrier, but they do have a carrier collaboration thing going on. Real quick, going back to the article, there's one real thing I want to highlight is it says right here, through blockchain overledger network, allowing any existing blockchain data to be referenced as a client to begin to scale out use cases. They would develop customized state channels while leveraging constellation consensus and serve as a proof of a reputable observation probe, which easily integrates into existing data management stacks. The new Constellation connector on Overledger will allow companies and the ability to truly safeguard their real-world data and initiatives like IoT, where billions of sensors create, transferring and making real-time decisions based on data. And that goes back into what someone highlighted about Mobi. Mobi is another big one. Mobi is basically like, so there was that Netflix movie about how Teslas were crashing into each other, and the movie that Obama made. Well, with Moby, that literally wouldn't be even be possible. Every single unit, every single device, because that's what Teslas are, their device, would be safeguarded. So you wouldn't have to worry about someone infiltrating our networks, like us being hacked by China or some other foreign entity trying to get into us and crashing your car on a remote level. That wouldn't even be a
Bro, didn't
possibility.
they connect like vacuum cleaners and fucking like thermostats to the Chinese servers? Like, is that going to be like eliminated or eradicated? America versus China.
Well, that's on a company basis.
The proof of reputable observation comes in, right? So something with like a low trust score, you wouldn't even allow it on the network, right? I mean, and you could actually even potentially geofence stuff, right? Like how that would work out. Like, so one of the use cases that hasn't really been implemented on a wide scale is voting, right? There's so much voter fraud and voting issues, but if you did it on blockchain, you could eliminate that immediately, right? And you 100%. you could prove without a shadow of a doubt that this person can vote, right? Because they've already with zero knowledge proofs. I mean, there's so many ways that you can prove who you are without actually like giving your identity, right? I'm not going to go into the whole rabbit hole there, but essentially you can prove who is eligible to vote in even like a local election or like a national election.
But no kings. But vote yes on 50. But they're trying to run that last one, bro. They're trying to get that shit underneath the hairs of our chinny chins. Like this motherfucker.
So like in an example like that, you wouldn't want somebody from fucking China to be voting on a local a local election in like Houston, Texas, right? What business would it be for not even just somebody from China, right? You can have people from outside the city or county like trying to influence local elections, right? And so using a system like this, you could totally eliminate that, and you can have
with the wrench.
A true trusted vote, right? So you have immutable proof that these are the only people that are allowed to participate, and everything would be a fair process.
Yeah, going back to the Elon gate, because Elon is really involved with our government. I don't think people really understand that. So think about Larry Ellis. Think about when Trump first came in, he gave the grant to Larry Ellison and everyone. This is part of the whole. This is part of the whole shebang. 30 billion.
Bro, what's up? Talk about that a little later. But what's up with Scam Altman and Musk, like apparently fighting about their AIs being legit or not when they're all in bed together and they're going to take over the world? Like
Grok is way better. Grok is 100% better than
bro.
GPT.
But like Musk is publicly hating Scam, all the while Larry Ellison's owning everything now. Like it's crazy. Sorry, go ahead. My bad.
Grok is like, if you haven't used Grok or paid for a Grok, I mean, if you have a check mark and you're paying for the subscription service, I highly recommend you use Grok. Grok is an absolute beast. And the accuracy of Grok is way better than the accuracy of ChatGPT.
Hold on, let me ask Grok. Is this true?
Is this true? But going back to
my bad, nerdy.
Going back to this real quick, $30 billion Oracle deal could secretly boost Tesla's AI power play. So it goes more into it. I'll share the link, but you can have, so Elon's in the whole Tesla, and Tesla's going big with our law enforcement. So they're helping create solutions like the Cybertruck and all this stuff for our law enforcement and military and stuff like that. Now, where this all comes together, this junction of technology and sauce is this. So I posted this a while ago. So it says right here. So you have your over ledger right here, and it cross chains. You have Ethereum, and then you have like your Oracle blockchain. So Oracle has its own blockchain for its own immutable data, right? This is another one where it says we've partnered with Google Cloud. And then that connects into right here. So if you look at who's supporting Oracle, you have Accenture, and you have PYC, you have Infosys, you have Adyen. All of these are connected and using Ripple, right? So that goes into each network has its own specific use case, but they're all technically interlinked. They're all technically interconnected. See, Oracle is the world's largest database management. So if you need data, you're going to partner with Oracle to do so, and that's with Quant. And that's
fucking retarded. If these documents, these saucy ass documents, were available like 4 years ago, like, dude, I'd shit myself. Like how bullish this shit is. This is crazy. Dude, Dagnum just said it. Like, these motherfuckers don't even know what's going on right now.
They really don't. So this is another one. So I'll just go over this video real quick. But this talks about healthcare and everything. So for a doctor and from a nurse side,
you gonna run it?
No, I'm not gonna play the video. It's really long. So on a nurse side, you can have like this whole identity and all this stuff. So it basically takes away your office assistant that you need to on the front desk, and it's an app. And the app basically you put in your information, and then there's a doctor's portal that shows up the patient's information. So you have this Oracle client digital assistant, clinical digital assistant. It's basically like an AI model, and it helps doctors, and it gives people. So this is Julie. Julie has a diagnosis or whatever, and she's responding to the doctor, and the doctor can send her prescription medicine over the app, right? And this goes into the whole QR code payments with the Federal Reserve, right? So the Federal Reserve.
There goes the triage nurses. There goes the secretaries. Like, jobs are about to get jacked for motherfuckers. Right? Yeah, they're about to go away.
Yeah, healthcare is a big business. Actually, there's more. So healthcare data is 7 times more valuable than financial data. This is something that I actually pointed out a couple of years ago, and what a lot of people weren't really aware of at the time because it was kind of done in stealth. Amazon and Google both stepped into the healthcare space. I mean, there's a whole Amazon marketplace now for health where you can sign up for your doctor and stuff like that, all through Amazon. Yeah, healthcare is
nutty.
Yeah, healthcare is a massive industry.
What's bonkers is that like all the MAGA and shit, they're just like fucking down with the Fed. No, fuck Google, fuck. They don't even know what the hell they're rooting for when all the while stealthily. All this shit's just going to take over.
Yeah.
Shout out to plumbing, bro. $50 cash out bomb. Appreciate you, plumbing.
That's a banger.
Yeah,
dude.
here. I'm sharing the screen right here.
I'll share your screen.
Just to show you guys that like it's real. Like this is fucking legit. Like there's a whole healthcare service run by Amazon. You can get your meds. You can get your prescriptions, you can get checkups, all that stuff, all through Amazon. And it's so because
dystopian. These motherfuckers. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah.
And you know what else you can get that through Amazon? You can get any kind of items, and you can get your groceries.
Yeah,
bro.
It's like a full circle, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's wild, man. Yeah, and it's all right there on your phone.
Hold on. And yeah. So
let's go, dude.
NVIDIA. Let me see if I can pull it up. NVIDIA has this thing called agents. So what they call like nursing agents for healthcare. I'm gonna send you the link, Zerk, and you could run that one.
Bro, dude, NVIDIA didn't, like, a little fun fact, NVIDIA, didn't it fucking hit the biggest market cap of any fucking corporation in history? Like a month or two ago?
Yeah, it's like $4 trillion or whatever.
It's fucking ridiculous, dude. Like, what? NVIDIA, dude, in my sheep brain, NVIDIA is just like graphics cards for gamers.
Oh, no. It's more than that. Run that video, Zerk. I just sent you the link.
All right, give me a sec. Hey, Dagnum, it's a beautiful thing. Thanks for coming on, bro. We just run it, and people come on and we just go, dude. So if you got a jam, then obviously you just, dip. We go usually for like 2 to 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
sometimes
man,
4.
Sometimes 4. Yeah, no, I'm good, man. I'm just chilling. I ain't got shit to do today. Yeah, Nvidia is fucking crazy, man. They getting back to like the space stuff. They just announced, what was it, a couple of days ago, that they were building data centers in space.
Right, and that goes into the space economy, which is a whole. We can talk about that too, because I have a whole feel about that. But this was Jensen was providing this at his conference, and who's that?
That's Bajan? No, who is that?
I think it's Chenzo.
Chenzo, is that you?
No, they're both muted, bro. Bajan and Chenzo are muted.
I just muted Chenzo.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So you have this AlexNet that started in 2012. Then you have perception. Then you have generative and agentic and physical. And you see this curve. This fucking curve is gonna blast off. Anyone who's in this, and people are gonna ask yourself, well, how do I benefit? How do I profit from this revolution? It's DAG. It's literally DAG and Quant and XRP Ledger and Stronghold and like ZBank and all these different fucking networks. They all come together. They're all interlinked. Render working with NVIDIA is another massive one.
I don't have Render.
Oh, people need Render.
Everything else.
You need fucking Render.
Yeah, so, NVIDIA is worth $4 trillion, which is crazy, right? Here, I got my screen up. I'll show you guys. I mean, look at this.
Run it, dude. Fucking run it, dude.
$4 trillion. So NVIDIA by itself, just kind of to bake your noodle around this, NVIDIA all on its own is worth more than the entire crypto value. It's worth more than you put in the combined value of Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all the fucking altcoins. NVIDIA is worth more than that. And
dude, that is fucking bonkers, dude. Yeah,
it is fucking bonkers. And to get back to like what Nerdy was talking about, the space economy, and on how this actually ties into DAG with actual proofs. So I made up this. I actually re-shared something that I pointed out in May here. About the space economy alone. So just that sliver of the pie, is projected to be $1.8 trillion by 2035. Right. And so Constellation actually is already involved in this right now. So I pointed out in May and how I looped this all in. So Constellation is partnered with this company called Forward Edge AI. They make quantum resistant chips. And there is one of these chips right now in space validating data from satellites with this company Rogue Space Systems. And Rogue Space Systems was one of only 20 companies that was tapped to build up this new satellite infrastructure in space for the Department of Defense. And so remember when I was talking about US Transcom and the Civil Reserve Air Fleet and the military calling up like American Airlines, like, hey man, we need to send over some people yesterday. Can you do it? Yes, we can do it. So essentially they're doing the same thing with space. So they're going to tap in like Starlink, AST, Space Mobile, all these commercial satellite providers at a moment's notice and say, hey bro, we need your fucking satellite right now. Like, and that's what they're doing. They're building out this whole global infrastructure for space data.
Nova says any price projections on DAG 25-26.
Okay, so there's the thing about
a lot more than it is now.
Here's the thing about all this price action and people wondering when moon, bro. When it happens, it happens. You'll
how
know
much
when
DAG's
it
enough, Nerdy. But Nerdy. Yeah. How much DAG is enough?
Just keep stacking your bags. Don't worry about anybody. Just keep stacking your bags. When this happens, it'll happen, and when it happens, it'll happen instantly. Go ahead.
Yeah, here, and I don't know if I can play here. I'll play this. This guy is Kevin Jackson. So he's the head of Forward Edge AI, and so he's
maximize it. Maximize
said many times. I am the operational executive for the National DigiFoundry. But the other hat I wear is the vice president of space communications for Forward Edge AI. Forward Edge is sitting at the forefront of quantum resistant encryption. Some of the projects that I'm working on applicable to this conference is our Isidore quantum encryption, inline encryption solution, which protects communication systems and is agnostic of the transport layer. It's in a package that's the size of a credit card. It weighs about 100 grams and only takes about 5 watts of power. And we're launching it in a CubeSat to protect both intersatellite and satellite to ground stationed communications. And it's quantum resistant.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah,
Bro.
Isn't that massive?
Yeah, and so you can see in this graphic there that they've already tested it with Starlink. They have a partnership with Microsoft. So you're talking about the cloud infrastructure stuff and Lumen, right? So like there's big shit cooking right now.
But nerdy, but Dagnum, the Great Awakening. But
yeah, just shut the fuck up with that, bro. Shut the fuck up with that,
bro. They got like a large portion of the population chasing, like
the fucking Space Federation, Galaxy Federation,
bro, but
and
they don't even fucking realize that it's a Voltron of all the megacorps coming together and about to Skynet our asses.
Yes,
like, that's what's gonna.
It's not so much a one world government; it's more like a one world corporation.
Yep.
Yeah.
Think about it that way.
Bro, let's run that NVIDIA video, bro. I got to run it. Oh no, talk about
real
this
quick
and then I'll
before
run
it. So this connects into exactly what Dangum is talking about, and this is from the IEEE, and this talks about how so you have different layers of satellites, right? You have your UAVs, your PASH, your LEOs, your MEO, and your GEOs, and basically you have like different areas which it covers. Now on the bottom right here it says 6G networks are expected to fully support the connection of automation vehicles and drone-based communication systems. The vehicle and drone-based communication systems field of research known as UAV communication systems. UAV communication system technology can be considered a low altitude platform lapse and will be exploited in 6G networks to work and enable cell-free communication. So cell towers eventually are going to go away. You like the way how we have communication today is like caveman shit. The communication that we're gonna have for tomorrow is every single person around the whole world with any kind of device you have will be connected. And like I'm not talking about like low bandwidth, I'm talking about high bandwidth, like internet, like home-based internet speeds for everybody around the whole fucking world, and everyone's gonna be interlinked. Run the video.
All right. This is NVIDIA 2-minute video. And then after this, we got a Siemens video. All right, let's go.
You're a Siemens.
AI is transforming every aspect of healthcare. From guiding patients effortlessly through their appointments to creating more personalized, comfortable experiences. AI is reshaping care, capturing notes in real time so doctors can focus on their patients and giving them the insights they need to provide the best care. AI is helping teams analyze medical images to support faster diagnosis and treatment decisions. It's empowering doctors with superhuman capabilities and lending nurses helping hands. AI is bringing healthcare directly into homes.
How are you feeling today?
Well, to be honest, work has been a bit hectic, so I've been quite stressed.
Connecting care teams and patients more deeply than ever before. And offering healthcare agents that can keep patients on track and doctors informed.
Doctor, that I am allergic to penicillin. Is it still okay to take the medications?
Definitely. These antibiotics don't contain penicillin, so it's perfectly safe for you to take them.
Great, sounds good. Goodbye.
She's dead.
And AI is breaking new ground in research, transforming digital health data into insights that improve clinical trials, and allowing researchers to uncover cures for diseases once thought insurmountable, accelerating our path to a healthier future.
Did you see that? That wasn't a real nurse. That was a AI generated nurse, what they call digital humans, that person was talking to.
Yeah, but even on the
Bro, what the fuck? What if there was a glitch? It's okay to take. Oh no, wait. You will die from this. Like, dude, what if? Bro.
Well, I
Dude,
mean,
like,
that's
talk
where
about
the whole
old
thing
world.
about trust that we were talking about comes into play, right? And so I think that there's going to be soon, this AI marketplace, and you'll be able to like look at different models, and they'll all have like different trust scores, like a Yelp review or whatever, right? And so the only ones that have like a certain threshold are the ones that are going to be allowed to do like healthcare data and whatnot. But there's zero question that AI has the ability to completely transform and revolutionize healthcare. I'm sure Nerdy has probably seen this report. So this was announced maybe a couple of months ago. So there was this certain strain of bacterial resistant, I think it was like a streptococcus, and it took the top scientists in the world over 20 years to crack the code to figure out a drug to defeat this bacteria, right? So then they're like, oh, well, shit, let's plug in the exact data that humans had at the time and feed it to AI and see how long it'll take AI to figure out the problem. So remember, it took humans, the top scientists in the world, 20 years to crack the code. It took fucking AI a day. And not only did AI figure out the exact same solution that the humans came up with, what's blowing humans away and these scientists, and now they're trying to go through the data to understand what the AI did. The AI figured out 5 different alternatives that humans never even thought of.
Bro, Dagnum, you're gonna be like their fucking like pet dog, bro. When this shit pops off, you'll never get murdered. Bro, they love your ass. Like, you're already on it, bro. Like, that shit's scary as fuck from like someone with an old ass brain that's like, I need to see a human. Like, fuck you. Like all the MAGAs, it's like, fuck AI. Like, dude, that shit is literally gonna take over. It already is now, but what about all the glitches? What about in the beginning? Like,
this is the
reason for the 1.0 has all these death glitches.
Yeah, so there's two different ways to like look at it, right? So there's the whole doomer scenario, like it's Skynet and it's going to completely like annihilate humans, right? But then there's another way to look at it. I mean, so if you're talking about this like benevolent, like super intelligence that's far exceeds anything that humans could achieve, it wouldn't make sense for them to just eradicate humans, right? And so you can actually look at this in the same way, the same context of like how humans view like lesser species, right? I mean, there isn't this mass calling on people to like murder all dogs and cats, right? Because maybe some people don't like dogs and cats, or even like ants, right? Some people see ants as nuisance, right? But collectively, most humans understand the benefit that ants have to the entire ecosystem, right? Yeah. And so I believe it'll be the same way once we achieve like super intelligence with AI. AI will understand the benefits of humans and actually either ignore us or maybe help us evolve as a species. Because the one thing about humans that I've always found fascinating, so you can look back at the earliest written language, which is these cuneiform tablets in ancient Mesopotamia. And if you look at those clay tablets and the things that people were arguing about, it's essentially the same shit that people are arguing about today. The only thing that's really changed is technology. And so I believe that AI is going to actually help humans get out of this sort of evolutionary moat that we're in. And yeah.
Yeah. What you're talking about is people need to understand that is that throughout history, when you look at how countries and nations came and went and how they all fell, it was a human element. It was a human element that was a cataclysm, was a catalyst for all that to happen. But we're moving into an era where you're removing that human element. You're basically you have like this America 2.0 where there's no more corruption. There's all that is gone. It's a thing of the past. Now you have this agentic systems running everything in the background, which eliminates any kind of error or whatever and kind of corruption. Go ahead.
Yeah.
And I think also like you know how corrupt shit is, so to think of like AI doing all this shit is scary. But at the same time, even like the trust has to be to get us to even trust this, the trust is going to have to be like stellar. You know what I'm saying? Just to get us on here. They'd get us on here for 50 fucking years before they start fucking with shit to go dystopia. You know what I'm saying? That's how long the plan is. But I think we need the decentralization to keep growing as this shit, as decentralization is gonna free us.
We're 100% gonna free us.
Well, the way I look at it, bro, is like, look at what we're currently in and have been in for the last 50, 60 years. It's like back in the 50s and 60s, it was like pregnant women smoke cigarettes and eat donuts, and that's healthy. Like, that's how it was. And nowadays, it's fucking, they give you statin drugs for every fucking ailment, and like, they're all fucked. Like, Big Pharma fucks you. But here's the kicker. If they go homeopathic and they go like herbs and like natural type shit, and that's like intertwined, and I don't see a fucking ad every other 2 seconds for Humira or fucking Rinvoq or whatever stupid ass medications out there to fucking which you can heal with like natural shit.
Yeah.
Like I'd if it goes that route, dude, and AI is not like this fucking demonic biased piece of shit trying to kill my ass on hyperdrive, like, yeah, okay, let's go. But we're gonna get rich as fuck off of this. So,
for sure, 100%.
We'll just pay a premium. We'll pay a premium to have a human doctor.
Yeah, but we are going towards that direction, Zerk. Like, if you really look at it, like Krispy Kreme sales are going down. Like all the sugary old school that used to promote, all these little food things are going down, and we're like the new generation, like our generation and the other two generations, we're more health conscious. We're more aware about how to live a longer and better life. So 100%.
Bro, I'm rocking the black. Bro, rocking the black coffee, and I'm a motherfucking guy. It's in plastic, but I got water, RO water, activated with lime. Like, what you fucking know about that, bro?
Yeah,
like these kids,
see what I'm saying?
Kids back in the day, that it'd be like a Pepsi for breakfast and fucking Hot Pockets for lunch and fucking, like what?
Yeah,
like the shit has changed. You're right.
Everything's changing. Like, and that's the part about the whole like dystopian narrative, and that's why I'm not so like black pilled anymore, because it only it depends on humans where they want to go, and you can only control yourself, right? If you want to just not take care of yourself and just be relying on the systems, well, that was your choice,
Yeah. I got that Siemens video charged up whenever you're ready. Sorry, go ahead.
Before I go into that video, this is another reason why data centers and why so many companies are hell bent on creating these massive fucking data centers. But if you look at where they're building them here in America to secure everything. Before I share that video, this was another one about this is from our national health, talking about personal nursing and personal healthcare, personalized health. That goes into basically using what NVIDIA is talking about and Oracle is talking about, and creating this custom this medical thing just for you, based upon your DNA, based upon who you are, rather than just saying, oh, take ibuprofen, take this, take that, and just drugging up everybody. Run the video.
Fucking God. I love you guys in the chat, even though you're dick fucks and you won't join the show. These motherfuckers, he goes, Siemens charged up. Why are we watching Siemens videos? And then he goes, I'm drinking water out of the hose, Jack. I love you guys. Clickbait. Let's go. Yeah, this is biotech and Siemens paired up dystopian video. It's 3 minutes, so get nestled in, boys and girls. Let's fucking run it. Ooh-wee.
COVID-19 has turned our lives upside down. To defeat the pandemic and return to normality, enough vaccine must be available. The German pharmaceutical company BioNTech is committed to winning the race against time with the help of its long-standing partner, Siemens. At an amazing speed, BioNTech developed the mRNA-based COVID-19 vaccine Comirnaty. In September 2020, the company acquired a production facility for BioNTech products in the German town of Marburg. In cooperation with Siemens, the plant was repurposed to produce the COVID-19 vaccine, a project that would usually take a year or even more. BioNTech and Siemens did it in a matter of months, even though most of the work had to be done from home due to pandemic conditions. A switch from rigid to mobile production with many single-use components was required. Experienced Siemens experts worked to adapt the systems to the new mode of production. To contribute to the global fight against the coronavirus, they put all their passion, outstanding effort, and the commitment to technology with purpose into the project. They completed main components of the new manufacturing execution system in only 2.5 months. The conversion of the entire plant took only 5 months. The new plant setup is based on Siemens Op Center Execution Pharma as the new manufacturing execution system and the latest version of the Siematic PCS7 control system. This ensures compatibility with Industry 4.0 requirements and future viability. The new MES enables totally paperless manufacturing to support an exceptional clean room class. Batch processing recording is fully electronic. Testing is performed automatically and based on review by exception. Automation solutions are seamlessly integrated, and operators are guided through the about 50,000 work steps that are required in messenger RNA production. Hypercare and 24/7 standby during implementation ensured the smooth start of production. The first vaccine doses from Marburg were shipped in April 2021. Still, the race against time isn't over yet. BioNTech and Siemens are now building on their excellent mutual experience. In a strategic long-term partnership, they are now working on new projects to further speed up the way to a new normal around the world.
Dude, that is fucking dystopia. Fucking, I don't know what you call that shit. That's crazy, dude.
But you know, one thing you want to add about that is like, let's just bro,
they're celebrating. They're saying the fucking quiet part out loud, dude. Like
yeah. So
they're celebrating it, dude. Siemens made the fucking Zero that dive bombed us at Pearl Harbor. Like, didn't they?
But think about this. Think about this. You have these systems that can be put up in months, right? You combine that with small modular reactors. Now you have an energy source in a lab that can be put up within months, bro. 72 weeks, and then boom, you're up and running. So think about how active that's going to be. So, and then you combine that with, you know, the Starlink and the different satellites and stuff like that. Now you have communication. So you can literally set up remote laboratories anywhere in the world, have everything connected and up and running within months, and then put it all, you know, it's all modular, put it all down, put it on a truck, put it on a plane, and then out you go like it never existed. That's crazy. That's absolutely fucking nuts. That's all I'm saying. The future looks fucking sick.
MNOP, $10 super cash app. Appreciate
MNOP.
you. MNOP.
Thank you. Beautiful. I'm always the hype man. I'm the mouth. So Dagnum, I'm always like, what the fuck? fuck you. Like, it's just, it's just me starting up. It's just having a show. Let's go.
Yeah, man, there's incredible opportunities all around. Especially, I'm glad you brought up small modular reactors, because I pointed that shit out, and I keep every now and again, I'll pull up this old tweet from years ago, before nobody was even talking about this shit, and I posted this article, and I just said, hey, look, you're going to want to bookmark it. Small modular reactors are going to be a massive thing, because we are not going to battery our way out of this fucking problem. And then boom, fast forward to today, fucking everybody's talking about small modular reactors. They're testing that shit on defense bases, right now. There's this company called Valor Atomics. They're building out one in Utah, the first test bed, and there's all different kinds of crazy applications that you could do. So not only the energy that these things will produce, but the byproduct of the refinement and the reaction process. These guys are actually making hydrocarbon fuels, right? So they'll be able to sell jet fuel to people. I mean, it's fucking crazy stuff that's happening right now.
And this ties directly into decentralized energy grids, and you talk about fuel and stuff like that. Well, the company, if you guys want to know, the crypto company that's head of all that is EnergyWeb. EnergyWeb is working directly with Shell and everyone else to tokenize gas and help this whole ecosystem thrive. So if you think about it, so far we've covered Constellation Network, we've covered Quant, we've covered Ripple, XRP, the XRP ledger, we've covered Render, and we've covered EnergyWeb.
You guys connected You connected a lot of shit today, bro. Like Quant DAG. I didn't know that shit.
Yeah.
Also, a lot of people don't know it either, but NVIDIA connects Quant DAG to HBAR. It's all boats, dude.
And Quant, and then G brought up the whole DREC alliance, right? And that's for safety. That goes into your Caspers, your Algos, your HBARs, and stuff like that. So literally, these are the gems. If you ever want to know which one should I be investing in, well, we're giving you the sauce. These are the ones you should be investing in, because you have to understand that 99% of tokens and networks that are out right now, they're bullshit. They don't do shit. Bitcoin doesn't do a goddamn thing. There's literally no one building on layer 1 Bitcoin, at all. They take the Bitcoin and they token and they put it on a layer 2, or they wrap it and sell it as a product or whatever. But the whole ecosystem of Bitcoin is completely trash, right? That's why they promote it so much.
Yeah, I think moving forward, the next cycle is going to be dominated by those companies that are able to prove what they're doing. And the way that you're going to be able to do that, to prove that they're doing what they say that they're doing, is through revenue generation, right? So how many people are using the product, and how much revenue is this specific network bringing in by people actually using the product, right? And then that will in turn bring in investor confidence, right? So it's kind of to tie it all back, to go to the beginning where this conversation actually started. Look at Palantir.
Yeah.
So in the very beginning, people didn't understand it. They weren't really that bullish about it, and it didn't really do anything for a while. But then when Palantir started getting all of these contracts and they started generating tons and tons of revenue, then the market caught on and they're holy fuck, okay, I want in on this, because they were getting contract after contract after contract, and it became apparent what was going on. And so the same thing is going to be happening with all these blockchain networks. You're going to have different companies using the services that people are providing, like EnergyWeb, right? And all the use cases for that. Or digital identities. We didn't even talk about checked, right? But I think that's going to be a big thing.
Check is massive. Oh my god, check is massive. So is IOTA, along with that same branch. Let's just talk about check real quick, because I really like check. Check is one of I have a good amount invested in check. Well, people don't know that check is the only network that is GDPR and so on accepted. They have certified. They have all the credentials. So what check does basically is the whole KYC and the whole like you uploading your data and stuff, Check does that, but Check does that in a way that anyone can use that data. So instead of having like different silos of KYC providers, you just have Check, and Check ties into everything, and it just the interoperability portion comes in again. And then you have IOTA. IOTA has been working with the EU for ages. Not handshake token too. G just mentioned. Now IOTA is one of my favorites. Has been, you know, shout out to IOTA for being the first DAG ever in existence, right? I've been with IOTA for ages. What IOTA is doing is IOTA is working with Jaguar and working with the European Union and all that stuff to do that too, to provide credentials for not just people but also devices too. So everything becomes interlinked within each other. Absolutely beautiful.
Bro, would you guys be on a passenger plane if I was the pilot?
Nope.
I'll trust you.
All right, go ahead.
Well, yeah, I mean, probably because, you know, a lot of people just to type in a kind of nerdy factoid, all that shit's automated. The pilots don't even take off and land the plane. It's all fucking automated.
Right? And that's happening right now.
Crazy.
Like, it's already happening. So,
bro, the Siemens mass vaccine rollout, aka Project Bukkake.
Yeah.
Oh man, you guys are hilarious. Okay, so sauces, dots, things are slathered, they're connected, the T's are crossed. We got DAG on the map.
Yeah.
We got DAG on the map. We got up on the map.
Yeah, another one I want to highlight is Casper Network. So my personal opinion, and everyone has their own, but from the research that I've done, Casper is the next. What Ethereum is doing today, all that is going to migrate to Casper, because it's literally built off the same. It's the same. Casper is literally an Ethereum 5.0, right? And the main sauce about Casper compared to Ethereum and all the other smart contract forms is that Casper is the only one who has upgradable smart contracts, right? So right now, when you write a smart contract, it's immutable. You cannot change it. It is there. But with Casper Network, it allows you to upgrade it, meaning that if the terms change, you can upgrade the terms and cancel the contract. If let's just say that you have an insurance company, and the insurance and your policy is for X amount of months, but you don't do your payments, so your policy goes out. Well, if it's on the blockchain and everything is going to be all interconnected, how do you cancel the contract eventually? Because if that's the case, then someone can take advantage of that, pay only a month or two, and because the contract is immutable, they would still have the service for the 6 months until the term is over. But with Casper Network, if let's just say you go against the terms of service after a month and you don't receive the payment, boom, it's gone. Like instantly, your policy is over. And that's how all of this interlinks and comes together. Is that yes, you have like blockchains and creates all this stuff, but you have to have a way that the human element will always be present. That there are a lot of shitty people in there. There's a lot of people who have different things that happen in their life, and nothing is like for like 100%. There's so many variables, and that's where Casper and everything, all this comes into play. And it's the only one working with. It's the only one. It.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, CSPR, and it's the only one working with the Linux Foundation, with IBM. It's the only one that was mentioned with IBM. Also connected with Hyperledger. And what Hyperledger does is Hyperledger provides. So you have all these different blockchains, right? And what Hyperledger does, it provides that same technology just without a token. There's no speculative asset in between, but it still provides with the same technology.
Ooh-wee. OSW goes, with all due respect, the DAG, no boat leaves the harbor before the big yacht, if you know what I mean. So is that true? Is that not? What do you think, Dagnum? You think we're all going to just, all this whole shit, it's all planned together, mixed together, it's all going to skyrocket at the same time? Or does one go, for example, XRP, and then everything else kind of follows in the following months and weeks or whatever? What do you think?
Well, every chart is unique, right? So you can't lump them all together. I mean, that's why different charts will blow up at different times. But specifically talking about the crypto stuff, how it historically has worked most of the times is it follows the liquidity flows, and it goes from Bitcoin to Ethereum to the altcoins. And with respect to the altcoins, it always goes large caps, mid caps, and small caps. And like XRP is a large cap, and it just had like a pretty massive pump, right? I mean, last year it was at this time it was below $1, wasn't it? And now it's now it's like $2 or whatever it is. Now, how much room could XRP pump from like right here? I mean, fuck, I mean, who knows?
Yeah.
Okay.
So when it comes to the whole all the money side, right? Because we have, how it's gonna work is you're gonna have each blockchain that's specialized in a specific task. You're gonna have, in the same manner, you're gonna have different AI agents or different algorithms or machine learning or neural networks or whatever that are tasking different things. Now, you cannot have one AI model that's going to do everything. It's not how it works. You're going to have a lot of hallucinations. Okay, so what you do have is a whole bunch of mini agents that's tasked with a certain task. Those agents have like a parent agent. So you have a parent agent that has a bunch of child agents, and the parent agent, when it has a request, it goes to that certain child agent to request that information, and then that's how all of this interlinks. And that's where Constellation DAG comes in. It's Constellation DAG because it's a hash graph. And the way it works, it can take all these different points of data all at once and then boom, push out an answer. So not only do you have all this interlinked and all this interoperability coming in, but everything is secured as well.
Yeah, and so like to get to what you're talking about, so here's a model of exactly like what you're talking about. And so this was actually from Forward Edge AI, that company that is working with Constellation, and they have this thing called Trace AI. And so they are developing this watermarking ability that actually helps with hallucinations and all this stuff, right? And so like each one of these things right here, these are all independent agents, right? And it feeds up the data so each and every one of these is all independent agents, like collecting data, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly. So to put so people understand, on a layer level, you have each chain. So each blockchain has a specific use case. Within that, there are other chains that are built on top of it, right? Like a sandwich. Those chains are connected to different networks that have like oracles. So you have like your quant oracle and your flare oracle and all these decentralized oracles that take all this data, put it all together, and then helps everything, keep everything separated so nothing is interlinked. Everything's on our private silo, but at the same time, everything's able to receive data from each other. But they're not receiving data from each other directly. There's an intermediary, which is like, you have DAG with a bunch of you have DAG as a layer 0 with a bunch of other ones built on top. Same with Quant, where Quant connects all these networks together, which imagine the sandwich, and each and everything does a specific thing, but you have this interoperability and the security happening at the same time.
Yeah, and you guys were mentioning Hyperledger, so I'm pulling this up too. So this is from Forward Edge AI, and here you go. You got Hyperledger, and then you've got Constellation Network, and you've got IBM Cloud and like Azure, all pulling out this sandbox. So
there's your other connection. There's your other connection, IBM, XLM. So XLM Stellar, IBM to fucking Constellation to fucking
Stronghold. It's
Stronghold, which is Stellar ecosystem. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all connected.
And then with the IBM, you have your IBM, which is providing everyone with the quantum computers, right? So that's how it all how it all comes together.
Yeah, and so this autonomous sandbox that they built with a DAO is what I think I'll go over here. So we didn't really talk about it, but it was in here. It's this thing, the National DigiFoundry. So the National DigiFoundry is this public private thing that's set up, and so it's got actually it's made up of over 30 different federal agencies and enterprise people. So Microsoft is part of this. You guys saw that IBM was part of that. And here's what it looks like. This is the steering committee. So you got National Science Foundation, you got Space Force, you got the United States Treasury Department. Mm-hmm. And this whole thing is built on Constellation's network. Like all of these people. So yes, like somebody at the fucking Treasury Department, somebody at Space Force is holding a token, the NDT token, in a Stargazer wallet, like right now, somewhere.
And so where does Bitcoin come in? Where does stable coins come in, and how does this all interrupt? So if you look at what's happening, we have a reverse quantum easing, right? Which is actually tightening, right? And what's going on is that we are buying up our own debt, but the Treasury Department is basically becoming the savior for the Fed Department, for the Federal Reserve. So this is why if you look at the eCash Act, and it says how we'll have a digital version of $1 that's issued from the Treasury and it's not from the Federal Reserve. This is why. This is how the Treasury comes back into the picture.
Yeah. Yeah, and there's these different there's these different working groups and like all the stuff that they're doing, and it ties into a lot of the stuff that we were talking about, like trustworthy GPS, autonomous space navigation systems, space manufacturing and supply chain, and AI stuff. I mean, it's all things that we were talking about, and these are active projects like right now in use cases that are being done right now, and most people are just completely unaware of it.
100%.
Bro, like even to this show is extra bullish. We you guys, you know, Dagnum, like I said, it's a pleasure to have you on, but dude, you and Nerdy, you're literally ripping this bitch wide open. Like this is crazy.
Dagnum's my man, bro. We've been connecting for a while.
I didn't even realize it. This is fucking crazy, dude. I didn't know Treasury bitch was on there. I didn't know Space Force dude was on there. I didn't know. That's crazy. So, okay, my question is for the layman, the stupid ass 3-year-old in the back of the room. What are you buying? Are you just doing DAG? Or are you doing all these sub fucking? Because I'm assuming DigiFoundry has its own coin. NDF steering has its own coin. Like, is that true? Yeah. Or no?
Yeah. NDF has its own coin. Let me go back. Go back to it. Yeah. So it's no. It's NDT. The
NDT. Yeah.
Ticker, yeah. The ticker is NDT.
Is it all under Constellation Network? Is it all Constellation?
Yes.
The DAG Explorer. Okay, so if you buy the native asset DAG, you're pretty much in. Let's say you're just an investor and you're like, fuck yeah, crypto bro, let's go. But you're an alt crypto bro. Like this show is primarily XRP. And
no. Each and every one of these things has its own token associated with it with completely different values, right? Mm-hmm. So like Upsider has its own token up, and you could. So if whoever was listening to me talking about this Upsider token like months ago when it was at rock bottom, Upsider did like a 50x. How many people in here have hit a 50x on anything? I don't think very many people. Right.
Well, a few of us. There's been a lot of calls in this group.
Yeah. But shout out GTLT.
we got
Upsider,
you know.
Yeah, but Upsider did a 50x, right? And so even so here's the chart. Here's the weekly chart, right? So like even now, right? You know, what are we at? Yeah, so we're at like 2,000% from the bottom.
That's
right?
001
That's
right
a
now,
20.
isn't it?
That's a 20x.
Yeah, so yeah, we're still at, because so it obviously it pulled back some, right? But like right now at the current price where we're at, you're still sitting at like a 20x. Whoever fucking listened to me talk about this stuff for months before it exploded, right? I mean, those people are still sitting on a 20x, which goes back to how many people in the chat honestly hit a 20x on anything. I think probably not very many,
bro. But like right now, you're right. You called that's dope and all, but like you're in your own hermetically sealed bubble because a lot of fucking crypto guys, even XRP guys, which are special, we're special in ourselves because we're ostracized by the rest of the crypto community. We are,
and
I
personally never looked at I got the Stargazer wall. I've had DAG, but I haven't looked into the ecosystem within DAG.
Like fucking NDT. Like what the fuck?
Because I want a couple right now. I want.
So you're essentially popping cherries right now, Dagnum, for motherfuckers that are getting in at what 000. I wish you had the prices right there for all those, but 002 for up, I guess, or God knows what NDT is. But like, bro, these are like entry level cherry popper levels for us.
Yeah. So here, going. So here's the prices right now. So you can get. So this is the DEX token. It's a 0.5 cent, which I think is pretty crazy.
That's like the BNB for Constellation right there. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah. So this I think could explode. I made a post about this a couple of days ago where there's a lot of people that just didn't understand the inherent value of what they were airdropped, and people just sold the token instead of actually using it for the thing. So I think this right here could be a pretty good opportunity because like all DEX tokens typically run up a lot. Here's DOR, what we were talking about earlier. So DOR is currently trading at 0.002, right? That is extremely low, and I can't really get into specifics, but there is a lot of upcoming shit for the DTMs specifically.
I want fucking ridiculous. Every one of those coins is 00. Like,
okay,
I wonder if, except for DAG itself, DAG is 102.
2 cents.
Yeah,
2
dude.
cents.
Yeah.
So
this all of this you can stack mad bags right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like DOR itself, here, let me go up to the white paper and just kind of like highlight. So this is the DOR white paper and the tokenomics of the DOR, and it kind of goes over the use case, what it's about, the token minting. So these sensor nodes are the
Shout out
DTM.
G, welcome aboard, G. Go ahead.
Yeah, so these sensor nodes are the little DTMs themselves, right? And so you get mining rewards from that. So initially, to help sort of seed this, there was these foundational DTMs that were given out, and so these foundational DTMs are giving out around 100 DOR a day right now. But in November, that's going to stop, and so you're going to have a massive inflation crunch there, because you're going to have all of those rewards, those like free DOR that are going out to like one specific tool dry up, and so like millions of DOR is going to stop, right? Yeah. And so that's going to create like a whole different issue. And then we're not even going to go into like the specific use cases for DTMs that haven't really been publicly announced. But to give you guys kind of an idea, Nerdy was kind of hitting at like the data aspects of it. So like there's far-reaching implications here beyond just like the resale storefront. For example, in the Bay Area, there's several realtors that are using them for open houses. And so how that kind of looks at it is you can put these traffic monitors, multiple of them, inside a house, right? So you can put one on the front doorway, you can put another one in the doorway leading to the kitchen, you can put one on every doorway leading to the bedroom, to the bathroom, right? And so you can monitor all the the foot traffic. So when you have open houses, you can have all of this data of how many people went through your house, went through specific areas of the house, right? And then as a real estate agent, you can point out to the guy across the street who's also using you, but didn't take your advice and modernize the kitchen, modernize the bedroom, modernize the bathroom, right? And so you can have all of this data and say, hey, look, 100 people went through your house. You had 0 offers. Now, remember, I told you to update all that shit. Your neighbor, he listened to me. He updated all this stuff. He also had 100 people walk through. Here's the data. And he had 100 offers on his house. So that's why nobody's buying your shit, because nobody wants your stale ass fucking 1970s wallpaper.
Bro, look at this fucking door chart, bro. Like that, it's the setup. It's the perfect setup chart, like all the other altcoins that are about to rocket.
Yep.
22 cents. But
was
G still Door's here? Only a 400 million.
G's got it.
It's not billions. G's on deck.
Yeah, well, G's got a mouthful, bro. He's been working, waiting to get
hold
on here
hold on. Before,
and blast us.
Before G goes, I want to give him a shout out. Connects a lot of this stuff together is G give us Proxima, so XPX, right? So XPX
connected, bro. How's it connected?
Yeah,
Go.
The Sirius network is working directly with NIST, and this connects this platform where you have blockchain, you have this super contract, your storage, your streaming, your database, and additional layers all working together, all on top of each other. So
G, can you tell us how it's connected to all these other fucking?
Take
Dude,
it away,
run it.
because I know you got some sauce on Proxima.
Oh yeah, the Sirius
Dagnum, Jack Dagnum. This is GDLT, a long time YouTuber, has been doing it for a long time. I cut my teeth on his channel. Shout out GDLT, but hit subscribe on his shit. He's got some good shit. He talks about all the deep reds. So
yeah,
go ahead.
Thanks.
We love DAG in the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. That's going to be such a big deal. Can't wait for those members of the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. And if people need to know who the Decentralized Recovery Alliance is, and this is the first time you're hearing about it, it's an alliance of blockchains that can actually provide decentralized recovery. If you're not part of this alliance, unfortunately, you can't provide decentralized recovery, and you're relying on centralized rails for recovery of assets. Good luck with that. The members who are part of that: HBAR, Algo, XRP, ADA, DAG, freaking DAG, let's go. One of the cheaper ones in market cap that's there. BSL, Hashpack, what else? Casper. And I know I'm probably missing another one, and the Blue Foundation's going to get on my butt for this one, but it is what it is. But yeah, that Decentralized Recovery Alliance is going to be a really big deal. So if you can't provide decentralized recovery, good luck as a crypto project. Cyber events are coming. Crypto's encryption is going to get tested. If you can't survive that, then you're not going to be around. And that's probably the event where 90% of crypto goes away. Because
bro,
why would you sorry, just really quick, why would you want to invest in a project after this cyber event happens that can't provide decentralized recovery? It makes no sense, right? So the banks and institutions are going to say, hey, here's the Decentralized Recovery Alliance. These are the basket of cryptos we're going to use because they can provide us big money, right? They're not doing it for the small money. They're doing it for the institutions, the banks, and the big enterprises there. They're going to be able to decentrally recover their assets. So that's a really big deal to keep an eye out for. And now how XPX comes into this fold.
Yeah.
XPX and Sirius Chain is a sleeper. It was a CBDC text print winner back in 2022 amongst finalists that were Ripple, Stellar, and R3. It is a extension. They're trying to be an extension of the distributed ledger technology, trying to be like this hub layer 0 as well. But hey, they're the only one that has a proven acknowledgement from BIS and G20 as an end-to-end CBDC infrastructure provider. They're the only one that has those facts. Every other one is either working towards it or doing pilots with banks and stuff like that. And that's all well and good. But this one's already been proven, and they've been in shadow mode ever since 2022 in that announcement. And it makes sense. You prove to banks that you can provide end-to-end CBDC technology. The banks come to you and say, hey, shut the fuck up from the rest of this point on, right? Just release the little updates that you need to do. Don't be worried about getting X followers and getting the degens to get your crypto. Just worry about getting these banks on board. That's what they're worried about. So, and you know, once again, like, hey, maybe they are dead. Maybe they are a dead project. They updated their storage mainnet this year in 2025. They can support the most SDK languages out of any other blockchain that exists out there. And once again, at triple zeros, I skip my venti coffee. I get 1,000 of these. And if it ends up being the CBDC text printer that we know it is, then it wasn't that big of a risk, right? A lot of people come to me and like, dude, gee, this project looks dead. It looks like too big of a risk. I'm like, dude, I'm not telling you what to do, first off. And once again, I'm chipping away little by little. I'm never putting in more than I can afford to lose into any of these freaking cryptos, let alone one that is like super down in the dumps in like, you know, was 90% down. Now it's only 30% down because it's been bubbling. But dude, this thing was at 0001 and we were shouting out. Now it's a 5x from here. It's at 0005, right?
Bro,
if it goes
did you see the fucking prices that Dagnum was showing on Door and all the
right,
whole
exactly, and that same
DAG
thing
ecosystem, dude? Everything we're looking at is like microscopically fucking bullish.
Dude, and to go to that, all these ecosystems in that decentralized recovery alliance are undervalued. The HBAR ecosystem is highly undervalued. You got a dedicated wallet called Hashpack with the PAC token that is only 1 billion supply, 1 penny, that can provide decentralized recovery. No other crypto wallet can freaking do that so far. So that's a really big deal. You know, and then now that Constellation's part of it, you definitely believe that PacaSwap and, you know, the swap token and the tokens in Constellation can probably provide decentralized recovery because they're built on Constellation, right? So yeah, these ecosystems are young. People are getting distracted with the AI agent hype, and hell, we were on to that. But, you know, people now just shout it out after it starts booming. We're here in the deep reds when that stuff is like, you look like a crazy guy talking about X402 or talking about Tibber or talking about, you know, Up, right? Which is the dedicated AI agent for Constellation. You know, but yeah.
I got a question. I got a question for both you guys regarding, because like I'm looking at Dagnum as the Constellation, you know, guy talking about whatever as far as dealing with it, and then G, you're the Proxima guy. So the question is, Proxima has its own chain, Sirius chain, right?
Right.
But in order for a layman to buy it, you got to get, like, most of the availability is going to be BNB. Is there a difference? Does it matter? Also, same thing with Dagnum. Is it are we fucking with Constellation Network or are we fucking with Base? Like, what's the like? Please go ahead, guys. What's the difference? What if you get the base version of DAG and you get the fucking BNB version of Proxima? What the fuck are we looking at?
Constellation has its own network with its own token, so don't really you can get the base one, but stick with the regular
Does
one.
it matter? See what you're saying? You're saying stick with one versus the other. Why? Why are we sticking with one versus the other?
One is native, one is native to the actual network itself, and the other ones are just additions, like that have different revenues. Now with the Proxima one, real quick, the one with the Proxima one, that there is a BNB version, and then there's a native version that there's a Proxima wallet that you can download, and that's a native version. Go ahead.
Can we call it?
Okay,
Proxima,
Dag,
hold on, really quick.
Let Dagnum go first.
Okay,
I need to correct something. I need to correct something really quick.
Okay, go.
Proxima X is what its old name was. You can still look up for a lot of information off Proxima X, but I'm convinced after they won that CBDC tech sprint as Proxima X, the banks told them rebrand to just Sirius Chain. It's going to turn people off of your thing. It's going to make people not, you know, oh, they're rebranding. They don't know what they're doing, right? Just the same way Multiverse X, that's the other decentralized recovery member I forgot to mention. They were Elron Gold before they became Multiverse X. So sometimes these rebrands turns investors off, and I think these enterprises know that, and they're like, hey, Elron Gold is all cute and all, turn it to Multiverse X. Proxima X is all cute and all, turn it into Sirius Chain, right?
Okay,
so from now on, if we can call it Sirius Chain, that would help so many people because that's what you search on there. And I used to be the SHX guy before I became the XPX guy. Let's not forget that.
G call. Hey, just, you know, Dagnum fucking called up 50X, but G called Solana and SHX.
Oh yeah, that was
days
beautiful.
ago, years ago. So these are some heavy hitters. All you motherfuckers are. I'm glad
Yeah.
you're all here. Dagnum, you got the floor, bro. Go.
Yeah, so I mean, getting back to like which do you go with, the native version or like the base version, the mirrored version? If you're just looking at it to just hold the asset on speculation and don't want to participate in the ecosystem at all, then it doesn't really matter, right? Then you can get the base version and just wait and trade it later, whatever. It doesn't really make a fuck which one you buy. But if you wanted to participate in the ecosystem and unlock like the utility that's beyond just the value of the currency at the time, then the native asset is always the better way to go. And like getting back to like a door, right? So like I've got up here like a use. So door is a D pin, right? And so to my knowledge, here I've got this video up. Door is the only D pin device in all of blockchain that is actually being used by the federal government.
All right, here at the Army Aviation Museum in Daleville, Alabama. Walking through, it's pretty cool museum. I've actually been here several times. So for those people who are wondering if constellation technology is actually being utilized by the military, it actually is. So you look up right here, boom,
Nice.
there is the door traffic miner. So there's a door traffic miner at each one of these.
Bro,
And
motherfuckers don't
right
even know what
now-
that is. Motherfuckers don't even know what that is. That's crazy,
Yeah.
dude.
That's wild.
Yeah, and it's actually in like I think like 50 or 60 army museums. I mean, they bought there's a whole contract. I've posted the links to that stuff, and so it's the only D-pin device that's actually being utilized by the federal government. And
Yeah.
then getting back to like the stuff that Nerdy was talking about. So, about the possibility of like intranet, like you could actually use these things as like building a mesh network, honestly. So you could have your own like local environment that's set up from the external environment. I mean, yeah. It's crazy stuff. And so sleeping on door, I think is honestly a bad idea. But like I get it from like I get pummeled with this shit all the time. Like I get it, right? Like you haven't really seen the token move, but I think all of that stuff is gonna change in November. And I've posted about this for the last couple of months. I say, hey, look, be ready, because we're going to have a massive supply shock in November, because a lot of these fucking free tokens are gonna stop going out.
Is 20 XBX enough?
Hey man, if it ends up
20
being a
million.
CBDC end-to-end CBDC solution provider, 20 XPX is going to definitely be enough, more than enough.
Okay, so how does a fucking regular Joe with Coinbase, or not even Coinbase, let's say Uphold, like because Base is connected with the Constellation Network, so I'm assuming you can get it on Coinbase, DAG, Door.
No, Door has to be.
How do you
mined.
get all this shit?
You
Sorry,
can't.
go ahead.
No. So DAG, Door, and Up, since they all have a mirrored version on Base, anybody right now can log into Coinbase and buy the tokens right now.
Yep.
You can open up your Coinbase app and just buy any one of those right now, today.
And
But
to
it's
go off of that door, that video that you showed there, that's a perfect example of what NTT Dado was talking about 10 years ago.
Yep.
In the future, you are the payment. You, the person. You're not even going to know that you're using blockchain technology, but blockchain is going to be using you. That's for sure.
But it will,
Right.
Ruth.
So like I kind of like gave out like scenarios of like where this is all going. And so like you could have a scenario, right, where let's just say like the ones that I called out was like a retail chain. So like let's just say like Dutch Bros Coffee. So like Dutch Bros, they build a metagraph, and you know, they can shit out these tokens. Since it's a feeless network, they can say, hey, look, anybody that comes to this Dutch Bros location within the next 5 minutes, you'll get airdrop like some Dutch tokens, and the maybe the first person that walks through the door gets free Dutch Bros for life, right? And so what that would look like is the first person that claimed the thing on their phone and walks through the door, it would register, and then bam, you won.
Okay, so Constellation chain. What if I want up, door, and dag on Constellation, not base? Where do I go? What do I get? How do I get it? What do I do? Do I do it through decent?
You can do it through Packaswap. So that's the DEX, or you can get it on Uphold. You can get DAG on Uphold. You can get DAG on KuCoin. It's listed on like a crap ton of exchanges. Honestly, the easiest thing to do is just open up CoinGecko and then look at each one of the things specifically. Like it'll tell you like all the places that all the exchanges where you can buy Door and DAG and Upsider. So like right now, if you wanted to get the base version of Upsider, there's two ways you could do it. You could either do it right through Coinbase, or you can go to Uniswap. You can just connect your wallet and you can just go to Uniswap and swap it out, or you can go to the Constellations DEX Packaswap and get it.
So Packaswap is an app, right? For the layman, it's just an app. It's a wallet, or it's the DEX. It's a wallet. It's everything.
It's the DEX, and so like there's not an app, so you have to do it on your laptop. Yeah, well, you connect your Stargazer wallet, yeah, because that's the native wallet to the Constellation ecosystem.
So you download the Stargazer app, and that's the Constellation wallet, right? Stargazer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then you could load up on your Up, your Door, and your DAG all through Packaswap.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
There's one main thing we have to highlight is that
You're a highlight.
DAG, correct me if I'm wrong. For Packaswap, you have to use the Chrome web wallet rather than using your mobile.
Yeah,
app. Is that correct?
Yeah, you can't. So they're working on a way to connect it through mobile, but right now the only way to do Packaswap, I'll share this screen. So this is like the Packaswap. So the only way to get here is through a web browser, and their Stargazer wallet is a Chrome extension. So just like MetaMask. Right, and then you would
okay. So since fucking Decent added, sorry to interrupt you. Since Decent added Constellation Network, I'm assuming we can get Door, Up, and DAG all together on Constellation Chain on your Decent.
You can get it on Decent, and you know what? For your followers,
so fuck Packaswap in your browser wallet. Just rock your Decent and get the sub Door and sub Up under DAG, right?
No.
Can someone do that? Who has DAG on the Decent? Can you guys check real quick if you can add Up and Door?
I'm checking right now.
I'm answering the questions. I'm answering the questions that all the chat's gonna fucking bug us about in the next like 2-3 shows.
Yeah, you can
How the fuck do I do this?
load up. Yeah, you can load it up on the Decent wallet like right now. As a matter of fact, I've actually got a shit ton of these wallets. So maybe we can do a giveaway to one of your users.
Damn, son, they're gonna love you, Dagnum. You sexy motherfucker.
Yeah.
Look at you. Hell yeah. All right, let me know how much and what, and then I'll throw it up as a giveaway. And it's like an anonymous StreamYard giveaway thing. So let me know.
Yeah.
Dagnum, good question.
Yeah.
The door token on BitTrue, do you know if I can withdraw this on the console in the Stargazer wallet, or is that going to be on base?
Oh, on Bitrue, I believe that's the native DAG. So then that would be Stargazer. So if you bought it there, you just take your address, and then when you make a Stargazer wallet, it'll generate an address for you. You just send it there.
Okay, great, thank you.
Okay, Paca is available on Decent.
Yeah.
Okay, Paca is on Decent. So what about if you hold DAG Constellation on Decent on the Constellation chain, you just confirm that you can get Paca, but what about Door and Up? Because those are
Door is also available.
Well.
Yeah, Door's also available. And hold on, just to
And this
show
is
everybody.
not Coinbase. This is not This
No.
is not base Ethereum bullshit. This is all Constellation Network.
Yeah, hold on.
Ooh-ee.
Up
I love you guys. Thanks for answering the questions.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead. Shout out to the chat. We got 300 steady watching. Love you guys. Throughout all the platforms. Thank you guys.
Hit the likes.
Hold on.
All right, just to
real quick. So I was able to add. So you have Constellation on top, you have Paca, and then you have Door, all available directly on Decent.
Yeah,
And that Constellation Network. That's not Coinbase.
Yeah,
Sorry,
just
go
to
ahead.
show everybody I'm not full of shit. I've got fucking Decent wallets.
Oh, nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Decent.
Let's go.
So we can do a giveaway.
All right, you let me know what and how much, and we'll figure it all out.
I've got Decent wallets.
Oh shit, he got a whole box. God damn, bro. Yeah, we can definitely do some.
Ooh,
Oh yeah. You guys want some deep reds real quick?
Oh,
yeah,
bless us,
run it.
brother. Bless us.
All
What
right,
you got?
this is for those degens out there. You know, it's a little bit of a change of subject, but you know how we love going into low sentiment, low priced, and pretty good quality cryptos here. So, A0, the Centralized Recovery Alliance, does follow them. I understand there's been a lot of FUD towards this project, but the Centralized Recovery Alliance and Digital Euro Association must know something that we don't. They could have probably been told to shut up and just be shadow mode for now. Who knows? Whatever. The risk is baked into the price. To me, my coffee money could possibly go a long way here. At a penny, 520 million supply. I repeat, a 520 million supply of a 1 penny crypto, negative 96% down on the year. We got Root Network.
Hold on, before you go any further. What people don't know about this goes back into what we're talking about is that ALF Zero is working directly with satellite to satellite, so they are part of the space economy, and they're one of the top ones for privacy. So like zero knowledge proofs and stuff like that. It's a BFT DAG, so it has the Byzantine fault tolerance combined with the DAG. So that's what makes it really fast and really secure. Continue.
Then we got Root Network, heavily connected with the XRPL ecosystem here, trying to do cross metaverse assets. Pretty forward looking here. The metaverse hype is going to come around again. This all goes in phases, right? Metaverse gaming is going to come back around again. So things like Root at 0009, 12 billion supply. You know, I love my 000 cryptos. 12 billion supply, negative 94% down for Root. But I'm keeping eyes out on Atlas 0005 in the Solana ecosystem. They're a metaverse crypto that has been building for a long time. And if I just only have to throw coffee money at it, I don't mind.
What's the
Mana,
ticker, G? What's the ticker?
What's the ticker?
For Atlas, it's literally ATLAS, and it's called Star Atlas. That's the total name. Mana Decentraland, MANA. That one's like at around 30 cents or so. We called it out at around 20. I mean, dude, this thing has just been so red. it hit a $5 all-time high, and it's the king of the metaverse cryptos. It's the first mover, has the most users. This thing's going to come back around again. That's a hell of a value. Once again, all-time high was at $5, and there's only like 1 billion or 2 billion in supply for that one. So I don't mind scooping up a little bit of that with my coffee money. Nodal, Nodl, making smartphones as node devices. 0001, interesting following. I mean, I'm not like super big on this one, but if it's only 0001 and I just got to throw $5 at it, maybe I take a little swing here. 2.1 billion supply, negative 92% down on the year. Telos, TLOS. This crypto's gone through a whole roller coaster. It's been around since 2018. Got listed on Coinbase during this bear cycle just like a couple of months ago. 3 cents, 400.
Ticker.
The ticker is TLOS. At 3 cents, 3 cents, 480 million supply. So we can take a good chunk of that 480 million supply, a negative 87% down on the year. Lumia, new art, claiming to be the full cycle RWA layer 1 blockchain, has projects building on it. LUMIA is the ticker. It's at 14 cents. 238 million supply. Very interesting following as well. Negative 87% down. I got 2 more for y'all, and then I'll shut up. Zeta. Zeta blockchain is a layer 1 crypto. Very ambitious project here. They're claiming that you build on them, and you only have to launch once everywhere. You build on them, and then there you go. You're just launching everywhere. So at 12 cents, 1.1 billion supply, negative 80% down for ZETA. Zeta blockchain. And then last one, Thorchain. This one's an OG crypto. A lot of people sleep on this one. They're getting bored with it or something, but this one's been, an OG crypto that's seen multiple bear and bull cycles. Rune is the ticker, RUNE, at 92 cents. 900 million or 500 million supply, negative 81% down. Those are some of the deep reds. We'll probably talk about it more in our stream later, but yeah, those are the deep reds so far of today.
Beautiful. Love that shit. Deep Reds brought to you by GDLT. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, Dagnum, do you want to actually do a giveaway? Because these people are getting a little frothy at the mouth. Do you care for that or no?
Yeah, man. You know your audience better than me. There we go.
Well, it's all of our audience.
I love Decent. What about this Whirlwind? Is he? Well, you know what? I want it to go to like somebody that's consistently been a part of your guys' community, because that's what I like.
They all have. Yeah, we steady every show. We steady have the same audience. They just watch. We're the king of watch hours on YouTube. So our YouTube channel is small, but we're like mighty. So in other words, everybody who mighty. So whoever's watching, they watch the entire 3 hours. So we murder giant YouTube channels that have 20, 50,000 subs and more. We murder them in watch hours because everybody watches the entire show. So that's what we are. We're like a little magical niche of like fucking trash pandas. We're like, yeah, dude, it's weird. But anyways, yeah, they're all OGs. Any of them who win are going to appreciate this, I tell you. So please go ahead. You tell it. You're doing a giveaway. So how it works is we'll run a spin based on what you decide to give away, how much you want to give away. We'll run a spin. We'll let them like put the keyword in the chat, and then this little spin tool, StreamYard giveaway tool, will aggregate all of the people who put that keyword in the chat. And then it'll give us a certain amount of people who signed up for it, and then we'll spin randomly for whoever wins it. But whoever wins it will appreciate it. So in other words, this show isn't full of degens. This show is full of OGs.
Well, all right. Well, then let's fucking do it. Let's
fucking go.
Let's fucking go.
Yeah.
Hashtag decent, right? And then there you go.
Okay. Beautiful. All right, let me set it up so it can start aggregating. So boom, right there. I'll go ahead and share screen real quick. And then you decide what you're giving away. Like, are you giving away a decent wallet? Are you giving away fucking coins? Or what are you giving? So that's you call it. Because you're our guest and we should we should give you something. Like
Yeah,
honestly,
I'll give away a decent wallet. Well, that's what the deal was.
Well, but they won't
and
even trust your shit. They'll be like, "What the fuck? I don't want some decent wallet from Dagnum. He might have cut it open with a surgical knife."
Oh, these are all sealed. Yeah, these are fresh. Yeah.
There you go. So decent wallet in the making in the chat. Go ahead and put hashtag decent in the chat for your chance to win a Dagnum decent wallet. Let's go.
Damn, Dagnum, that's awesome.
And type it in exactly how we present it. Don't do some funky shit. It's literally capital letters, hashtag capital letters, exactly what you see on the screen.
I fucked up and I put an E in there, so make sure you put DECENT.
Add the E. We need just do the E. Do the exactly what you see on the screen,
Hashtag
not
decent.
lowercase, capital. Exactly what you see on the screen, and then you'll be registered because that's how the algorithm or what we're using StreamYard. That's how it picks up the entries.
Yep.
Let's go.
I'll put an example in the chat under our chat, but if we win it, we'll make sure we respin.
Oh, and I forgot one more deep red. I can't believe it, dude. The deep red of 2025. I always have to mention this one. XX Network, privacy focused crypto, the only actively quantum resistant crypto that is out there. Founder is David Chom, the creator of eCash. XX Network's at 1 penny with less than 1 billion supply at a 950 million supply. And yeah, definitely in the deep reds. That's our deep red of 2025.
What's the ticker for that? What's the ticker? Also
XX.
earlier,
It's literally XX. It's XX. So here's the thing. Me and G were using, so XX had a mobile app, like a messaging app that you can use to communicate with people, and it was all crypto. It was really sick. Apple removed it from the fucking store. So I had it on my phone and it's gone now. I can't even access it. So it must be something really solid to protect people from
the test work.
From being data harvested. Yeah, the test works. So XX is going to be a good one.
That's the only one I don't have. What's the easiest way to get XX, G? Because last time,
dude, XX is kind of difficult.
It is.
I think you can get it. I think you can get it as I don't know if it's on MXC still, but I can't use MXC anymore. Unfortunately, we found so many good gems there, but I think you can get it through Uniswap or PancakeSwap as WXX. You might be able to get it through Zomin as well, bridging. Because they have an XRPL bridge with XX Network, but it's WXX as well. It's WXX.
Bro, you know it's funny, dude. Like, this morning I woke up and I'm like looking at my Twitter real quick, and then like Dagnum, I'm sorry I didn't hit like or I don't even participate on Twitter. I just dropped the link to the show. That's all I do. But Dagnum hit me up and dude, thanks for that. That made me feel good. It made me smile. And then, motherfucking Ari liked our shit again. I was like, damn, she's
really
watching, bro. Shout out Ari.
Hey, shout out Crypto Ari. Thank you.
Crypto Ari.
Shout out. She liked the shit. So that's fire. Hell yeah. There was another one, G, you had mentioned earlier. You were talking about when we were in the mix and talking about Door and all the other shit. You had mentioned something else along with Proxima X. There was some other one that you had mentioned. No, it wasn't Constellation. It was something around the X coin, like XSwap, or I don't know if it was XSwap or XX.
Oh, XTT.
XTT. What the fuck is that? Do it.
Yeah. That's part of the XDC ecosystem, and it's the X. I think it's the XDC Treasury token. I could be mistaken, or XSwap Treasury token.
Zinfin. It's XTC is Zinfin ecosystem. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Or
wow.
They're not Zinfin anymore.
XDC Network.
It's XDC now.
I'm dusty ass Zerk.
But if you say Zinfin, that means you made. If you do say Zinfin, that means you made a shit ton of money.
Oh fuck yeah!
I'm on the ERC20 XDCE fucking shit back in the day, bro. Like
Hey, guess what? You can hold your XDC natively under Decent wallet. So type in Decent. And so you can store all these assets we're talking about.
So you get XTT under your XTC in Decent, and the XT and the XX and the XSwap and the XX and the XX
all the X's
and the XX.
All the X's. Shout out Decent.
Dude, I'm addicted to X cryptos. I'm addicted to X cryptos.
Boom. Yep. Hey, there is a way just to Dude, there's some paranoid motherfuckers though in this chat though, for real, Dagnum. They're not going to trust if they win this shit. They're not going to trust it. So what I'm saying is I believe that there's a way that where you can re-wipe the Descent wallet. Isn't there, guys, or am I wrong? Where you could just refresh it,
Oh, yeah,
like even though it's freshly sealed and Dagnum's given away, he's out of his kind heart. He's giving away.
Whoever,
Descent.
whoever
Run it, bro.
don't trust
Run
it. Don't put Descent in there. How about that?
How about
Do
that?
not put Descent if you don't want a free wallet. If you
Yeah.
want a fucking free wallet, put
Yeah.
DECENT in the chat, and that's what
It's
it
not
is.
like Dagnum's not here to fucking cheat people. This motherfucker's a big dick. Like, you don't fuck around with
He's
people
an
like
OG. Hell
He's
yeah.
an OG. So if you win that wallet, it's not like it's doomed. You know, there's value to that. So yeah, Buster's right. I need to just shut the fuck up. Like, and stop advocating.
We love Dagnum out here.
Bro.
Well, hey, I mean, whatever. If you don't, so this thing, yeah. So not only is it sealed in the package, right? But it's sealed. The box is sealed, right? But if you're a paranoid dude and you think somehow I fucking rigged this thing, what you can do. So this thing is like $150. You can sell it. You can get it and like sell it to somebody. So I'm giving somebody $150. You can go and sell it. I don't give a fuck what you do with it.
Yeah, if you're giving a giveaway and then you sell it, you're a fucking dickhead. Don't do that.
You're a dick.
You're a fucking
Sell it for
dickhead.
XRP.
You're dick fucks.
Sell it for DAG.
Fucking dick. Yeah.
We're trying to help your ass out.
that shit is glorious though, Dagnum, for real. For somebody who's just joining the show and this is your first time on the show and you're giving away a high value item. That's a big deal, bro. That's mad respect. Thank you. So, and you don't want nothing. You don't even got a fucking like you haven't even shilled your shit, bro. The least you motherfuckers can do if you get like a significant or whatever amount of DAG, at least you guys can do is stake it on his fucking node. So look for what is it, Sergeant, or what is it, General Dagnum? That's the DAG node. What is it?
That's awesome.
Shill that shit. Shill it. There you go, General Dagnum. When you start trying to stake your DAG and shit, get on General Dagnum's fucking shit. So the ecosystem. So what he's trying to do, which is what's the social network again? What is it called? DAG Nation.
Yeah. So if you go here, I'll just go to my profile real quick.
Can you drop a link in the fucking chat, dude? So these motherfuckers can throw down in DAG Nation. They can join. They can be part of. I'm shilling your shit for you because you're a sweetie pie.
Yeah, so
he's a
so
fucking sweetie pie, bro.
Here's the link.
We got to get it in our chat, bro. Get it in our chat so it's clickable for these fuckers. And I call this chat. I'm mean to the chat, bro, but I love you guys, and you guys know it.
Oh,
without you, we'd be talking to ourselves. Go ahead.
Let me see if I can find it.
Why did it say it wouldn't let me post? It didn't let me post the link. Here, I'll do it into the private check. So this is the community group on X, and so anybody can be part of this.
Nice,
beautiful. All right, I'll pull it up. I'll read or throw it in. Someone throw that shit in the chat.
I got it.
And then so the website, you gotta forgive me here. The website is just like a work in progress because this is just all like I'm the only one that's doing this. So this is just like me, myself and I, right? So what we did, we had this happy hour that was funded by the community. So that was August 8th. So that was the last time. And this came from all of those staking rewards. So here's my profile. So this is the community on X, the DAG Nation community, right? And so everybody, you can just get updates on what's going on. Oh, I would follow this guy. Anybody that's watching here, this dude is a fucking brainiac. This guy Bruno. So he won I think second or third place in the hackathon. Wow. Nerdy will probably be pretty familiar with his tech. So he has a causal model reasoning algorithm, that's utilizing DAG technology. And so I think we could get into a whole space about that. I mean, Nerdy is probably pretty familiar with the term that I just dropped out, but you know, people can just look up causal model reasoning and just see the implications there. So anybody that stakes on my node, right? So the delegated staking. So like right now there was whatever it was, 108 million total DAG staked onto my validator. And so this commission, this 5% commission, so I'm taking 100% of those rewards and I'm just giving back to the community. I'm not keeping any part of that. And I'm doing that to help boost out the ecosystem, like fund those community events, do like giveaways like this, like you know. So that's what I'm doing to just help.
Bro, where's the link to the page that's on the screen right now? Throw that in the private chat. Get these motherfuckers to click that and get on there. You know what I mean? Like, we need to get this because people are gonna be buying DAG door up. Like, these are deep reds, just like GDLT's been saying, bro.
Yeah, so that's the Explorer. So that's the Constellation Explorer, right? And again, how you participate in the Explorer and delegate your DAG is if you have it on your Stargazer wallet on the Chrome, because currently right now the only way to do this is through a browser extension. So you log on, you get on. Yeah, so you get on your laptop or you get on your PC, you go to the DAG Explorer and you hit delegated staking. You log in with your Stargazer wallet, and then where are we at? Okay, so we're right up here. So I've already got my thing staked, right? You would connect the wallet, and then you can see the delegations, right? So here's the DAG Nation. Right. And so I staked 100. So also full transparency. So this 100,000 DAG, I seeded this with my own funds. So this 100,000 that I staked, that this came from me. So I was the first person to show like, hey, look, I'm not, you know, I'm taking my own funds and I'm staking to this. And then any rewards that I'm getting from this, like this 6,000, I'm just going to give right back to the community, to the DAG Nation.
Bro, that's fucking wonderful. Even if you weren't doing it, we would just give you a hat tip and start, because everybody gets their own delegation rewards, even if you just stake and you're not a node owner. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So like this, so like the screen that we have right here, so this could represent just like any one of the users, right? And so this is what it would look like. Like you could be getting 6,000 DAG just from staking to the address, right? So you're earning APY just from staking. So that's like doing something with your tokens, rather than just, so you could just hold them in your wallet, but that doesn't do anything. But if you stake it, you can earn APY, right?
You know what I like about Nerdy, dude? Thanks for bringing Dagnum on, bro. You know what I like about Dagnum? Is that this motherfucker, you got to like beg him to shill his own shit. Like you're not trying
he's
to
a humble ass dude,
sell
bro.
anything to anybody, dude.
Yeah, he's a humble ass dude.
Humble
That's why I like him.
motherfucker, dude. Look at you. Look at you.
Yeah.
Would you look at you?
Look at me. Look at me.
Yeah. Same with G, bro. G's nothing but deep red, bro, forever.
Shout out to
Called
G, man.
Yeah, you guys, both you fuckers have called multiple coins, and like G's called multiple coins. And you're not looking for anything. You're just trying to help people. It's beautiful.
Right. And so like for the builders out there, right? And so this was one of the things that I tried to point out, and like I made a whole thread about this in a post about this. So if you kind of like scale out, like, right? So like what does this look like for the nerdies of the world that are wanting to like build out like cool shit, right? So here's Upsider, right? So we'll just look at this. We'll just narrow in on just this use case, right? So we're only looking at.
You said earlier, Upsider is a Constellation dev, right?
No. So Upsider is a layer one network, right?
No. Meaning the guy who created Upsider is a fucking Constellation DAG insider.
So he's the head of product at Constellation.
That's bullish.
So, yeah. So how this looks is you can actually look. So metagraphs, for them to completely operate, you need at least 3 nodes, right, to run full consensus, right? And so if you take in all of the delegated DAG to each one of these nodes, the Upsiders is actually got more total stake DAG than I have. So to give you guys kind of an idea, just from the rewards and the what you would get just from running a node by itself, I mean, you're talking about like over 100,000 DAG a month that you're getting, right? And so, like, what does that look like? So we'll just do whatever the price is right now. It's like a little over 2 cents, right? So it's like $2,000 a month that you're getting, right? Now what you can do with that is you can, if you're a developer, you can help fund your project, right? You can cover server costs, or you can do like what Joao is doing with the Upsider metagraph, and he's taking those rewards and he's giving back to the community. So anybody that stakes to any one of these nodes gets airdropped up tokens.
Nice.
Damn.
Right? And you can also, I think he's using some of this to fund the liquidity pool on the DEX, right? So it's not like, it's like self-funding. It's not coming out of his pocket. You know, he's giving back to the community. So like, you as a developer have this like flexibility. And that's one of the great things about building on this network is the moment that you launch on the public network, you start getting ROI immediately because you're a validator on your own network.
That's awesome.
Bro. That's the thing. It's like the Dunning-Kruger effect. Like, you're such a fucking nerd, Gagnum, that half of these motherfuckers don't even know what you're saying. Like, they're just gonna buy DAG and they're gonna rocket ship. They're in coach back there on the rocket ship with their DAG and their door and their up.
Dude, by the way, and this is perfect for DAG as well. With this whole X402 hype that's been happening, I understand it's the new shiny toy. If you weren't in it for the, before these pumps started happening, I wouldn't be chasing the pumps right now. X402 is going to be very exciting. It's going to be an amazing thing. It's machine-to-machine payments, AI-to-AI payments, and I understand that that's what the future is. But X402 is going to be on top of ISO 20022 Rails, right? And ISO 20, dude, the timing of X402 coming out just recently and all this news is so perfect to distract people away from the ISO 20022 launch in less than a month. Like, we're literally less than a month away from Swift transitioning over to ISO 20022. So I think the hype is going to go towards those tokens, the ISO 20022 tokens pretty soon, the closer we get to that date. And then let's say they push it back again. They push back the launch date of ISO 20022, or it happens and then like no price stuff happens to these blockchains or whatever. We may get a dump there, but I definitely think we get the hype leading up for sure. So, people are getting really distracted, and it's just perfect timing. It's like they set this up. I think they purposely set it up so people would just not look at the ISO 20022 cryptos.
Yeah, and to clarify for what G is talking about, Swift calls it as CBPR plus, and then high value payments plus. The whole transition of that, which is a transition from T+2 to T+1, T+0 settlements, which is what everything is for unified messaging. The whole transition completes of November 2026. So if you don't see anything happening, this year, whatever, don't worry about it. We're in the last phases of this whole transition, and all this the ISO portion comes to the conclusion where everyone is onboarded and everyone High Value Premium Plus is now standard. That ends in November of 2026, and then we go into then we go into the entry of the end game, of the basal end game, and that doesn't conclude for United States until July of 2028. So we're literally we're getting into the juicy part, which the banking people like to call phase 2. So we're entering phase 2.
Bro, you're fucking juicy, dude.
Yeah, and
Upsider, yeah, I mean, Upsider is crazy because it's just a million market cap. I mean, it's fucking tiny.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. It's still tiny, but I've been in it for 9 years. I if it's green across the board, and I don't care how small the market cap is, I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna wait for the sentiment to kind of get low on it, so or at least some retracements. I was lucky to get Upsider before the and some of these virtuals projects like Tibber and CYAI, the Solana agents that's over there. I was able to get into that before this X402 hype happened. But now it's okay, I shut up about that because people are just chasing pumps at this point. We're looking for deep reds, always looking for deep reds, nonstop.
Bro. Shout out to the 383 watching. We love you guys. You guys are just growing. Love it. Crank up that fucking diesel. Crank up that motherfucking diesel.
Crank up that diesel. Let's go diesel.
Let's go, dude. All right, so if you guys are joining in late, we got Dagnum PI. He's the Dag Master. Let's fucking go. He's giving away a decent wallet right the fuck now. Hashtag decent. Throw that shit in the chat. So give you guys a couple more seconds to get in here.
Put some
Hashtag decent. Go ahead.
And just to put some respect on his name, Dagnum PI is the Dag Man. He is the all-knowing Dag Man. If you want to refer to someone you have a question about Dag, go follow his channel. Go hit him up. Go give him a follow on X, because he has all the sauce. He is the sauce man for Constellation.
Yeah.
Sauce man, we got a Constellation guy now. Fuck yeah, Dag, you ain't going nowhere, motherfucker. Let's go. So we got a decent. We'll figure out the particulars later. So once one of you fuckers wins this, we'll figure it out amongst ourselves and addresses and privacy and all that shit. And we'll make sure it's sent. Buster might end up handling that shit if you're down with it, Buster. But because we are, we do the rub. So if you didn't know, Dagnum, Uncle Buster has a rub line. So barbecue. Let's go.
And another thing about the Blue Castle, we love Dags. Oh, we love Dags around here.
Oh, it's all connected, dude. This show alone is what literally, bro, it's connected all the dots from Quant to fucking H-Bar to fucking SHX to Stellar to fucking all boats, dude. All boats. It's crazy.
Just
go ahead.
Follow me back on X, Dagnum. That way we'll get this to whoever it goes to.
Bro.
Yeah, Uncle Buster's the shipping man. He's the one who ships everything.
Yeah, but he has the descent, so I can't send that.
Yeah.
Right, but
you got to earn Dagnum's follow, Buster.
Yeah. So you run it through Buster because
follow out of Dagnum PI. Let's go.
Bro,
handle, guys. That's his handle.
He's the captain now.
Right there in the comments, right there, the handle, get Dagnum PI, get him, we had all the links in the comments, but I'm sure this is not Dagnum's only appearance on this show. We'll have some fun times in the future.
Sure.
We do it every Sunday morning, which is this, PST, 11:11 PST, coffee time, and then we have another show on Tuesday night, PST, that's 5:55 p.m., so 6 p.m. PST, and that's called XRP Boardroom. So both similar shows, but we tear shit up. And it's a fun audience. But without further ado, we got the decent giveaway, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here because we're approaching 3 hours. So hashtag decent, do it now in the chat if you want your chance to win a decent wallet. Go ahead and put that in there. Hashtag DECENT. Boom. Let's run it, guys. Come on, let's run it. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. I got new sounds in this bitch. I'm gonna try them. Hold on.
Yeah.
Hey, you gotta announce. Applause. Yeah. That sounds like rain.
Let's go,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is tight. You
All
got
right.
a soundboard? What the heck? It's tight.
No, it's built into StreamYard now. They're
Crypto
finally getting around.
Warbird, change that shit immediately. Add an E. We spelled
Yeah.
it wrong.
You
Let's
and
go.
where's
We're
the
gonna,
hashtag?
We're gonna wait for you to redo that, and then we're gonna run this
Yeah.
bitch.
Exactly how you see
Hashtag-
it on the screen. Exactly. How you see it
Hashtag.
on the screen. Yep.
Hashtag first. Boom. All right, Dagnum, it's been a pleasure, bro. Chenzo,
Oh, yeah,
you want
thank
to
you,
go
bro.
ahead and you want to say some shit before we roll this out? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, just have a quick question, Dagnum. Thanks so much for all your knowledge. I just found out on the Lattice, I'm speaking low because my boy's is sleeping upstairs, but on the Lattice website, there's a queue to become, just like for DAG, there's a queue for Door to become a node operator. And earlier in the show, you mentioned some pilot, and I've been trying to find it on the Constellation GitHub, and I'm unable to find it. So my question to you is it possible to become a Door node operator at this point, or not, or only via the pilot? How does that work?
Yeah, so if you've got the collateral, which is 100, no, not 100. It's
1
it's
million
1 million. Well, yeah, 1 million Door. If you've got the collateral, what you'll do is you'll put it in your Stargazer wallet and then join the queue. And then I think they're going to in the next couple of weeks they're going to onboard everybody that's in the queue. Yeah, so they just do that as an ongoing thing, right? And then they'll take a look. But if you look, if I go, where's the Door metagraph itself? So you can see here, right here, the validators, right? So there's 20 people right now. And so that's one of the other reasons why it's way more profitable to run a Door node than a DAG node, because DAG, there's like 200 or 300 validators, and so like right now you're just splitting the pot with 20 people versus like 200 people.
Can I one question to piggyback on this one? Can I do Stargazer on a mobile to do because right now my Stargazer, the extension sucks. It freezes up all the time. Mobile, I don't have an issue, like it, the wallet doesn't freeze up, but I get ejected. Like I'll sign in and then it'll crash. Is it a Brave thing or
use Chrome? You don't use Brave browser. Use Chrome. Use the actual Chrome browser.
Yeah, use
have a better experience.
use Chrome for the Stargazer wallet.
It's kind of like
Boom.
Decent, where they want you to use Chrome to like update the
Exactly.
firmware. Yeah,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's,
Okay, so
that's probably why. Yeah, because Brave probably doesn't force the updates or whatever, and they have updates to the Stargazer wallet all the time.
Dagnum,
So
real quick, can you? Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No,
go
no,
ahead.
no, that's it. I was
gonna
done.
say, can you show the exact process of adding yourself to the queue if someone wants to get a million Door and be added to that queue? Not the letter Q, but QUE, like you're in a line, right?
Yeah.
If we could show that to people, that way it's easier for them to like figure out how to do it.
Yeah, but if I share the screen,
yeah, don't share
So
any.
when I
Don't
share-
dox yourself.
No. Well, I don't give a fuck. I mean, when I'm sharing, I don't.
That's hilarious.
But I can't share the entire screen, and so it cuts off like that top portion, right? So when I do share screen, share.
Share a window.
Well, if you
Yeah,
share a
share
window,
window.
it'll show your bookmarks and whatever the fuck's at the top of your browser. So.
Okay.
But yeah, like Chenzo, he's legit, but he's also a sniper. This fool, like he knows, he's smarter than the average crypto investor. So, but if one of these other guys, like some of the old timers,
I mean, he's been back. He's already
All right,
said
so you guys see. So you go to lattice.is, right?
Okay.
There it is.
Yeah.
Right. And so you can
LTX,
see here
let's go.
Yeah, so you can see here. Here's the extension, right? So you log into your Stargazer wallet
on Chrome.
Yeah, on Chrome.
Yep.
Right. So here's Dag Nation, right? So this is the and so this is why I didn't care, because this is all publicly available. Like
We
I
can't see your
posted
wallet.
this at
It won't
what?
show your wallet. We can't see your wallet.
We don't see any wallet
Yeah.
pop up.
But I'm doing share screen.
I know,
No.
but
It
for
doesn't
privacy-
show it. It's a separate layer. So when you
Yeah.
start doing your wallet, it doesn't show it. On
It's for
screen.
privacy. They
It's
have
like
that.
a separate window.
Yeah. So it's
Yeah, but
okay.
I thought it was
you're
doing share entire.
I know, but it won't
you
do it
are,
for,
but
for
it won't
privacy
do it.
purposes.
It does
Yeah.
not do it. It literally treats it like a separate
It
layer.
interprets it as a different screen.
Yeah.
So essentially, you're just tell us what you're doing. You're clicking on the Stargazer.
Okay, so I'm clicking. Yeah, so I'm clicking on the Stargazer wallet. Man, I thought there was a way that I could share the entire.
You are sharing the entire thing. What I'm saying is that they deliberately do not let you show, or it does not show for some reason when you share it. It doesn't show a layer, that one layer that pops up as your wallet. It's like a secure thing with Chrome and
it just
Brave.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So what you would see is you would see the balance in here, and you would see the 1 million door tokens that I have, right? And then so I'm signed in on the Chrome, and then see right here where it says connect wallet. You would connect your wallet, and we're going to go to Stargazer, and then bam, it's connected.
Okay.
And then you would go down here to the I believe it's in the rewards programs.
It is.
Yeah. And then we're not the DTM. Oh, here we go. Door node operator program. And then you would click the program, and you would connect your wallet, which I've already done, right? And so that's why I'm in the queue, right? So you would just connect here.
Okay, so the website is lattice.is. Period.
Lattice.is. Yeah.
Okay.
And they I believe any week now are gonna take everybody that's in the queue up to the to become a door node, and then you just set up your node, and then you get rewards.
How do you get notified? Is it on that website, lattice.is? It'll
Yeah,
walk you
so
through
they'll ask for your Discord handle, and then that's where they're gonna reach out to you.
so you got to have Discord to do that too. So a lot of the boomers in there don't have that shit. So we'll have to talk about it on the next show for sure.
Discord, what?
Yeah, no. The reason why I
that?
Dagnum, I'm telling you, bro, it's literally the Dunning-Kruger effect. Is where your everyday operation level is on such a fucking high level that a lot of the people that watch this are just like dudes that have like XRP, XLM. They want to get in this ecosystem. The funds are there. They just don't know how to get into this shit. They don't know how to run.
Yeah,
those.
and so like that
that
is one of the things that I think is really going to change for mass adoption, is when it all happens without you having to do anything. And we're not quite there yet. And whoever it was that was talking about DREC, which Constellation is part of, I mean, it's things like that that's going to help facilitate mass adoption, because you can. So one of the great things about crypto is it's so fucking secure, but one of the shitty things about it is it's so fucking secure. So if you lose your keys, you are completely fucked, right? You are completely fucked if you lose your keys. I mean, you could literally have millions of dollars, or even for some people, depending on where you live in the world, even thousands of dollars can be like a huge thing, right? And so you could see how devastating that would be if that ever got lost. And so I don't think we really went into like what DREC is, but it's a way for you to recover your keys, right? So like Nerdy would have a piece of the keys, like everybody in here, Uncle Buster would have a piece of the keys, right? And then if I ever lost my shit, I could go back to these trusted individuals, like maybe your work would have a piece of it. And then all of a sudden, bam, you recover your assets because everybody would have,
bro. Shard.
It's called sharding.
Yeah. All right. Monkey business. You need to shut your fucking mouth. Did I win this decent wallet or what? You better fucking show some appreciation, motherfucker. Love it. No, we're about to run this giveaway, guys. Shout out to Chris. Chris has issues. You have major issues, Chris. He said something about, I want to answer Chris's thing. He said something about Stardust, Journey, something like that. What the fuck
Right
is
here.
that? Yep. Is that Journey token Stardust? Question mark. What is that? Talk about it.
Journey.
I don't even.
What journey?
Does anybody know, Chris? You came in late, bro. What's
the
up?
fuck you talking about, Chris? What the fuck you talking about, bro?
Yeah, that's a fun thing. It's like it's not my audience, it's your audience. I just cuss at these fuckers and they love it for some reason. It's hilarious. Yeah.
BDM.
Yep. But no, for real, we got a decent giveaway. Hashtag decent right there. DECENT. I misspelled it, so go ahead and do it because the proper fucking spelling is DE'CENT. So go ahead and do hashtag DECENT in the chat right now, and we're about to run it. And this is a chance to win a decent wallet from Dagnum PI. Boom. So put your shit in. We got 63 entries, which is usually way bigger than most of you. Or most of the time when we do a giveaway, that's way bigger. But yeah. Hashtag, we got 64 entries. Let's go, dude. So we're about to run this bitch. We're about to get out of here too. Dude, I'm proud of you, Dagnum. You fucking stayed in here for 3 hours, bro.
Yeah.
That's a big
You're the
feat.
man. Hell
Dude,
yeah.
live streaming for that long, dude, zaps your energy. It's hard. So
yeah, the longest speaking of, I think we talked about whatever the fuck that exchange is. Uphold. Yeah, the longest stream that I've ever done with anybody was Dr. Martin from Uphold. Fucking six hours. 6 hours.
Wow. That's crazy. He's a smart dude, bro. He got some fucking knowledge. He's a smart dude.
Ooh,
yeah, he's crazy smart, that guy.
Hey, shout out to Uphold if you're watching. Hi.
Well, so without further ado, let's fucking run this. Drum roll. All right, we're gonna run this bitch. We love you. On a count of three backwards. 3, 2, 1. No FOMO, everyone. Good luck and congratulations.
Decent. Let's run it.
Ooh-wee.
Boom! Josiah, hell yeah! Cheers to you, man.
Josiah Turner, congratulations. You got a decent wallet. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go. Let's fucking go now. Congrats, bro.
Nice.
Bro, it's been a pleasure, boys. Thanks for the great show today. Chenzo was on deck forever, too. EDLT, thanks for coming in, bro. I know you had to work. Also, Dagnum PI, you're one of us. Welcome to fucking coffee time.
One of us.
Yep.
One of us.
Thanks for having me on, folks.
Real quick, last thing, Joshua, whenever that dude gets his thing, if he tags me on socials with his fucking wallet, I'm going to load him up with some up, and I'll load him up with up, dag, and door.
That's a triple whammy, bro. Josiah, you motherfucker,
Josiah.
I should have entered the contest.
You better stake that shit on his node. Let's go.
Yeah.
Any last words, guys? You got anything? G,
Chenzo,
Dagnum,
thank you, brother. Thank you for accepting the invite and hopping on. I enjoyed this conversation, bro. You're a genius.
You guys are rolling today, bro.
You're more than welcome to come on. I mean, bring your audience here. You're more than welcome to come on whenever you want to. If you ever want to talk about anything, come on. Thank you. Appreciate you.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Do you offer any services, or do you know anybody in the community who can help setting up nodes? Because I'm somewhat tech savvy, but that's a little above my pay grade, and so I got help in the past for a node on a different chain, and I'm wondering if there's anything, if you or somebody in the community would help with that.
Yeah, just DM me. I mean, I don't know where you jumped in on the stream, but I was explaining how we're going through like an easier node management process with the whole entire ecosystem. Nerdy or even you might be familiar with like Dockerized containers. That's what we're moving towards, just like a simple thing. So it's going to get a whole lot easier to manage and run nodes on the network.
Yeah. So for people who don't know what that means the hardware, the amount of hardware you need, the whole program, everything is in one container, and all you do is just mint the container and everything is boom, you're ready, set to go. It's literally one click.
That's how Gala is.
All the resources and everything. Yep.
G, you want to walk us out?
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me in. I'm going to be doing a stream of Deep Reds a little bit later today, maybe in like a few hours at 5 p.m. PST or 6 p.m. PST. Just keep an eye out for the notifications. I'm shadow banned, so you'll probably not get the notification anyway. So just check out for my channel around that time. But so grateful for you guys, and thank you, Dagnum, dude, for the bullishness as always, and just love hearing the DAG love, man. Not enough people talk about Constellation and DAG because it gets lost in the, all the distractions that are around there, man. But yeah, appreciate you, Dagnum, and thank you guys once again. Appreciate y'all.
Hell yeah.
Bro, shout out to Baggy for all the fucking years of music. Dagnum, thanks for coming on. Chenzo, GDLT, Nerdy, Buster, and yours true, Zerk. We love you guys. We'll see you on Tuesday night, XRP Boardroom. Also, hit all the subs, hit all the links, hit the likes, share the love. Let's run it. We love you guys.
Get some rub. Hit the link below. Get yourself some rub. Flavor your food.
Yep. You could also get a discounted descent if you missed it. You get a discount from us in the chat. So, or in the description. We love you guys. Keep your heads up. We'll catch you on the flip later. This is Drops. This is Drops by XRP Bags. Later.
Better get these drops in. Shouldn't have no other option. But to get these drops got in. Drops on drops and they coming in fast. And it's been a long journey, just thankful for the chance. Haters in the comments, no pop, they mad. I remember when I got in, only wanted a few stacks. But you can never have enough, keep adding zerps to the stash. And however this thing go, I'm just hoping we free some souls. The richest ducks in Babylon, to find my way and goes. Swimming in a pond of wealth as that liquidity flows. As the story goes. Better get these drops in. Shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in. Better get these drops in. Shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in. Throw them ballots on chain, they can't rig it no more. We don't want these chemicals, we don't want these GMOs. We don't want this government dope, let our children all go. Cause it's drop by drop, that's all we got. So stay planting them seeds and collect your crops. Cause what you put your mind to, they can't stop. We once slaved away, now we punching off that clock. And it's BYOB, be your own boss. Better get these drops in. Shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in. Better get these drops in. Shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in. Drops out, got that newfound wealth. Mansion got a house got a new townhouse. We flipping switches, glitches, someone write that down. From glitches in the riches, went down the ghost route. Yacht with a spot, flying spaceship inbound. UFO can't see it and it don't make a sound. We always rose above when they try to hold us down. On that ripple, nipple, dripple, getting drops right now. Better get these drops in. Shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in. Better get these drops in. Shouldn't have no other option but to get these drops in.
Fuck crypto. You don't.
time with Berserker and Uncle Buster. Doors open. Good to see you. You know where the coffee pot is.
This is Berserker.
Yo, this is Uncle Buster. Get a cup. Let's talk crypto.
Yeah, dude. This coffee's bomb.
Nothing comes between me and my XRP. All in.
Flip that switch. We're coming for that top spot.